All right, hello everybody. Shalom and peace of the Lord to all of you. Today we have another hilarious Abdul. First of all, before I start, if anyone knows this person, I don't know him actually. I never heard of his name before, but somebody posts his name, and I think he is from Malaysia. And this video is called Technique of Dawah. So this guy is a specifically teacher to teach you how to do Dawah. And actually, I have the link for his video down in the info, so just for, to give him a credit of the video and the channel too. So, first of all, I want to invite this person. I like to talk to teachers who are very knowledgeable, especially if their knowledge fit for 2 years old kids. So this guy, they bring him behind the stage, they give him a microphone, and he want to teach you about how to convert people to Islam. Shall we see how he convert people to Islam, or how to convert people to Islam? Watch and laugh.
Okay? Now, they quote the verse in the Quran. They interpret the verse in the Quran as they like. How do you feel?
When you speak to somebody, quote for him a verse in the Quran and ask him, how do you feel? Honestly, I feel like shit. Especially the verse about shit. If you touch your wife or shit, you cannot pray. So the first step, brother, recite for him a verse from the Quran and tell him how he feel. What? Isn't it your stupid Quran says that the Arab, when they hear the Quran, they laugh at the Quran? And they say to Muhammad, this is nothing but fairy tale stories. If we type the word asatir, which mean legions, chapter 6, verse number 25, chapter 8, 31, chapter 16, 24, etc. All of this, each time Muhammad, he recite the Quran for them, they say to him, you know what, this is, in fact, we heard those before. Muhammad is copying others. As an example, chapter 8, verse number 31. So this is what you have? Recite the Quran for them? I mean, the video is long. I don't want to play the whole video. It's hilarious, stupid. But this guy said, recite the Quran for them and ask them how they feel. Like, how do you feel when you see the Quran saying the sun set in murky water, or beat your wife, or you can break your oath, or you can take a false oath in the name of Allah, or you can have boys in heaven, they are white like pearls, and you will be drinking wine, and there is a lot of women to boom boom with them, and nobody touch their vagina. How do you feel?
You want to experience something? You want to try something? I give you something?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try.
Please.
Let's try. In the Holy Quran,
Yeah.
if you were to look at the verse in the Quran in Surah Al-Anbiya, chapter number 21, verse number 30.
No way. Don't go there. Chapter 21, verse number 30. That's it. I'm going to have a heart attack. I was hoping he will not go there. This is the one I cannot refute.
This verse is quite a long ayat, but I will just take one ayat here.
Just one.
For you, just one short verse here for you that I'm sure that all of you know very well. Every living thing is made of water. Have you heard about
And listen carefully, this will prove that Islam is from the true God. Abdul, everybody knows that we need water to live. However, this is stupid. Why? Because in your religion, it does not make sense. Why? Because shaitan is made of fire and angels made of light, which means not every living thing is made of water, according to your stupid God. So this is a mistake and the error in the Quran. If we go in the Quran, in the yellow page of Muhammad, we will find this. Amazing verse, man. How the Quran knew this? Every living thing made of water? That's deep. That's deep, man. when your stupid God, he says, we created the jinn from a smokeless flame of fire, is that water? And do you know why it's a smokeless? Because there is no water in it. So what about the angels? According to Muhammad, the angels created from light. So the verse you mentioned to me is a total contradiction. Of Muhammad and Islam teaching. That's why we find Islam very laughable and very stupid. All that. Let us see. The hadith is not showing. Let us try again. Add more words to the search engine. All right. Do you see what your prophet he said? And this is very authentic. The angels were born of light. The translation, by the way, is not accurate. It says born, but in Arabic it says khuliqat, which means created of light. And the jinn were created of a spark of fire. But yet the Quran, your Quran, the verse you ask us to quote, it says every living thing created from water. Is the jinn, they are living in the earth and they are created from water? No. Is the angels, there's angels who live in the earth. Are they created from water? And the Quran actually says every living thing, any living thing, all of them, they are created from water. So when you try to show them like something amazing, which everybody knows that for life we need water. You do not need to be genius, you do not need to be prophet, you do not need to be God. I mean, the first thing you do when you want to build a settlement is, where is the water? If we build a villa and there is no water, we die. Water. So when this Abdul, he is telling you that there is a discovery in the Quran discovers something amazing, but then we find that the Quran discovers something stupid. Not only because everybody know that, but the Quran contradicts itself. And the Quran says, if this book is made by other than Allah, you will find in it contradiction. Chapter 4, verse number 82. And this is your technique to convert people to Islam? That's so deep.
About that, you know the ayah. Now I want to show you, if the non-Muslim were to read the Quran, their angle of reading the Quran that probably you do not see. For example, every living thing is made of water. So we believe that anything that have life, living things, is made.
Is Allah made of water? Is Allah has life?
Of water, I mean created from water.
By the way, this is a stupid mistake too, because even Adam is not created from water. If you go in the Quran and read carefully, and I invite all the Muslims to read, you will see how stupid Islam is. How Allah created Adam. One verse in the Quran, Allah he says, I created you from water. One verse says, from turab. Do you see it? According to the stupid Quran, the similarity of Jesus or Isa is the same as Adam. He created him from dust. So what is the structure of Adam? Is it water or dust? If you say both, well, that is stupid, because here Allah, he forgot to add the water. If you say water alone, that means Allah forget to add the dust. However, based on the Islamic story and your prophet's story, when Allah he made a mud, in different hadith verses says mud, teen. Allah he dried Adam. Allah he dried Adam for 40 years. So Adam, after 40 years of Allah making statues of Adam, there's no water, it's dry. And then he breathed into him. Where is the water? This water is gone. So do you see how stupid the Quran is? One verse says dust, one verse says water, one verse says everything Allah created, the similarity as Jesus and Isa from Turab. But we know that neither Isa is not a created from Turab. Isa, according to the Quran, is the word of God sent down to Mary. There's no dust involved. It was a word. And then the angel he breathed into the private, and the Quran actually says Allah he breathed into Mary. The Muslim they say the angels. He breathed into Mary vagina. Is that water? When Allah he breathed into Mary vagina, there is water involved? Did Allah breathe water? This is how silly, how stupid this religion is. Continue. As again, we are teaching you how to convert people to Islam.
Now, the non-Muslim will ask you the next questions. Jinn, is it a living thing? Yes. It's a living thing. Jinn created from fire. But the Quran says every living thing is made of water. Don't you think there's something wrong somewhere here for them from their angle? See, Quran is inconsistent. Here you say every living thing is made of water, but jinn is a living thing, but it's made of fire. Angels, is it a living thing? Yes. Angels was created light. But the Quran says
he just refuted himself. And how you can refute that? Go ahead.
Every living thing is made of water. Don't you say there's something wrong in the Quran? In Surah At-Tawbah, chapter number 9, verse number 30. If you read look at the verse, it says that the meaning that the Jew, they will call Uzayr the son of Allah.
What does have to do with this? What? You want to refute them about the contradiction by saying the Jews, they call Uzayr the son of Allah? Hello? Secondly, Abdul, we could not find one Jew believe in such a thing, exist in the whole universe. Not a single Jew in the whole world ever even heard of a guy, his name is Uzayr. So when you say to me, if you go to chapter 30, verse number 3, chapter 9, verse number 30, it says the Jews, but yet we cannot find one Jew believe in that. And what this have to do with the Quran making a mistake about angels made of light, jinn is made of fire, and then the Quran says every living thing created of water. What is the connection? Let us see.
The Christian, they will call Jesus the son of Allah. Have you heard about that? Yeah, you heard about that. For you, no problem, right? This ayat. But for the non-Muslim, big problem. For example, for the Christian, they call Jesus the son of Allah.
Look, what happened to the answer about the light of the... Guys, I thought he was going to answer. What is the answer? Is it later in the video? I did not watch the whole video.
Allah. The non-Muslim, the Christian have no problem with it because it is mentioned.
First of all, we don't believe in Allah. That's a lie. I know the Muslim will say that Arab Christian, they use the word Allah. This is because they are under the occupation of the Muslim for 1400 years. And this is why you see only those who live in the Islamic occupation, they use the word Allah. In fact, your country itself forbid the Christians from using the word Allah And I agree with them, they should forbid the Christian from using it, because this is the name of the God of the Abdul, which is a satanic name. So any Christian who used the word Allah is a stupid fool. Continue.
In the Bible, it is mentioned in their tafsir, no problem. Every Christian accept that. But the only have problem is that for the Jew. Because Jew only believe that there is only one God. They believe in Allah. They don't believe God have a son. But the Quran is saying that the Jew, they call Uzayr the son of Allah.
Oh boy.
For them, it is not true. It doesn't happen. They don't believe that. So what the Quran say about the Jew is not true. So how can you say the Quran is the words of God when God is saying something that which is not true?
Now you will refute it. Let us see.
It doesn't happen. I want to show you their angle. The Prophet prayed. The Prophet always would
Are you going to recite all the contradiction of your stupid religion? We want the answer. Where is the answer?
recite Ihdina Siratal Mustaqim. What does it mean? Show us the right way, the straight path. Am I right?
False. The Sirat, until now, the Muslims do not even know what it is, because this is an Aramaic word. If we go and check the interpretation, you will see how confused the Muslims are. But the Muslims in their translation, they say, Ihdina, guide us to the straight way. But that is stupid. Why? Because the one is talking is Allah. It's not the Prophet praying. You lied. This is chapter 1 in the Quran. This is Quran, Allah talking, not Muhammad praying. Allah, he said, in the name of Allah. Allah, he said, praise be to Allah. Allah, he said, the Rahman ar-Rahim. Allah, he said, you alone we worship. So this is obviously a stupid statement made by somebody, maybe Muhammad, maybe somebody else. It cannot be Allah talking. This is somebody, he making up a prayer, trying to copy the Christian prayer, our Father art of heaven. And here, when the Muslim, they say, Ahdina Surat al-Mustaqim. If you go different reading, you will see, as an example, in the reading of Warsh, it says Dhurat. Dhurat mean fart. Dhurat mean fart, which does not make sense, because why Muhammad, he will say, guide us to the straight fart. Then they will say to you, language change, and this is the accent of etc. We read the interpretation. You will find every Muslim, he give you different meaning. For a very simple reason, this word is not Arabic, have nothing to do with Arabic, and it's not known by the Arab. So, just to give you an example, the word Sirat is coming from the Aramaic language, which is a bridge, supposedly, and this bridge is going to be over hell. Over hell. If you actually let me show you hadith. Hold on. This is the teacher you bring him to teach, Abdul. Are you serious? And now he did not answer about the angels. He did not answer. He's just quoting things. Here we go. Do you see here? Ibn Masood reported that Allah Messenger saying that God propounded as a parable, a straight path, the side where walls will open a door. But this is not really what the Arabic it says. At the top of the path, there is one who calls. But if you go here in Arabic, it says, وَعِنْدَ رَأْسِ الصِّرَاطِ. If the sirat is just metaphorical pathway, here it doesn't work, because this is something physical. Let me show you more. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Here we are talking about a scale, a person doing business in the market. So in the day of judgment, he said, I am the one who to do so. He said, I said, O Messenger of Allah, then where shall I seek you? He said, seek me. The first time you should seek me on the Sirat. So the Sirat is not metaphorical. It is an object. And Muhammad claimed that he will be on that road, which is a bridge. So do you see how they translate? And because the word Sirat, Muhammad himself, he do not know what it means, by the way. Still, this is not the correct meaning. But the Muslim, they are trying to understand Muhammad, who copy words he do not know what they mean. Well, let us show you more. This hadith here, death will be brought on the day of resurrection. And here you will see how stupid Islam is, because they consider death as an object. So death will be brought in the day of resurrection and made to stand on the Sirat. What they put between two brackets, the bridge over hell. What the guy he said to us, Sirat mean? The straight path. Are you with me? Are you guys following how stupid they are? It can't be both. Ahdina Sirat al-Mustaqim, you know, are you saying guide us to the bridge? Or you are saying guide us to the straight path? You go to the translation, you will see how every Abdul give you stupid translation. Here, guide us to the straight path, straight way. Straight way is a metaphorical. But the word Sirat, as we just showed you, is a physical bridge. And this physical bridge is going to open over the hill. And death will stand on it. And this is not a parable. All right? Again, then Allah will command to slaughter the death over the Sirat. I mean, look at the stupid Muhammad. You want to slaughter death? What does that mean? Muhammad is going to slaughter death. Where? Over the Sirat. And it will be said to both a group, it is eternal wherever you are, and there will never be death therein. I mean, have you ever heard of such a stupid thing? So, are we do we die because death is a person? If we kill, we live forever? Is that the reason we die? Here you see how Muhammad is stupid. And obviously Muhammad here is taking this from the Sabian. The Sabian, they believe that there is a person, is a death. And this person, as long he is exist, death is exist. For wherever he go, death come with him. So Muhammad decided to kill death in the day of resurrection, and this way, now he convinced you that you will live forever. Let us continue with the video. Look at this face.
But they will ask you, why, during the first prayer, when he prayed, he asked...
What happened to the first contradictions, the first, the second, the third? What this guy is talking about? When the answer will be? Let me see if there is like a timestamp for this. Hold on, you know, I don't want to watch the whole stupid thing. I thought he will refute the accusation. Until now, I didn't see. He mentioned the contradiction, but he did not mention how he refuted them. Are we going to listen to all this garbage here? What is the answer? There's no answer. You see, he mentioned the contradiction, but he did not give answer for them. Do you see how stupid he is?
But they have good intention. They want to worship God. But unfortunately, their religion doesn't educate them, doesn't teach them how to know the Creator, how to know God.
Oh, the other religion, it doesn't teach them how to know God. Muslim, they know God. Who is a Muslim can tell me who is your God? You know nothing about your God. I mean, do you see the stupidity? He just said that the Muslims are the one who can define God, others they don't. Well, my God is Jesus. Who is your God? You say Allah. Allah is just a name. You have no description of him. All what you know that he have a hand, he have 5 fingers, he have a toes, he have a nose, he have a mouth, he have an ass. But who is he? You don't know. I mean, do you see how silly? This is the da'wah?
In Islam, we start by knowing God first. How to differentiate God and God's creation. Differentiate first.
How? How you differentiate? All the 99 names of Allah are taken from a human being. As an example, your God is a believer. Allah believe in who? Huh? Your God when he believe, if he believe in himself, that is will be funny. You know, I mean, why? He have double personality. Your God, he forget. Your God, he says, he is the best of the creators. So when you say we differentiate between God and the creation of God, that's stupid to say, because you Muslim believe in many creators. If we go right now in the Quran, we will find the following, that Allah, he said, he is the best of the creators. If we have anyone from Malaysia you like to join us, please feel free, because this Abdul is from your country and we will give you priority so we can laugh at your religion together. Chapter 23 verse number 14, it says, فَتَبَارَكَ اللَّهُ أَحْسَنُ الْخَالِقِينَ. Allah is the best of the creators. If you Muslim believe and you say you can differentiate between God and the creation, well, how come your God don't differentiate between himself and other creators? If we ask the Muslims, who are the creators? You say, don't you create a bicycle? That means a bicycle creator is not differentiated from Allah. But the verse talking about creating bones and meat, etc., and when he says the best of the creators, that means there's other, they make a human and he is the best of them. If I say I made tire, I made an axis, I made a door, I made a roof, I made an engine, and then I put them all together, and I am the best of the creators. Assuming that the word creator here is about creating a car, which is false. But anyway, that means there's others, they make cars like me. They make tires, they make engine, they make roof, they make door, they make light, they make, and then they put them together, they have a car. But I am the best. But that does not mean that Allah is the only creator. That destroys the idea of Allah being the creator. Mar, I want to save you for a debate. When we have some sunnah, we can invite you. All right? I want to make a debate, Mar. Let me invite you to the screen, the stage. Do you hear me?
Hello, brother. How you doing?
I want you to do things. I don't know if you saw the comment yesterday. Everybody agreed that you destroyed those 4 Muslim Sunni.
MashaAllah, I didn't see.
Yeah, you go and see the comment. You should download the video and put it in your channel if you have one. Spread between the Shia. However, we are going to schedule, like, to make maybe tomorrow a debate between Shia and Sunni, and you can invite your Shia to support, and the Muslim are welcome to debate you. What do you think?
I'd be interested in this, but one thing I want to do also is
Yeah.
I want it to be on the subject of who killed the Prophet.
You can open any subject you want, no problem.
Okay. And I also wanted to...
You are free. you are free to open to give any question to those Muslim Sunni, but you have to be careful. They are free to give you a question to respond to them. Is that fair?
Okay.
All right.
I don't
So
mind.
so tomorrow, like this time, like usually we come earlier, maybe an hour or 2 hours earlier. Prepare yourself. Bring some your friends Shia to support you. If you like to have anyone with you on the stage is a Shia, and then I will ask Muslim Sunni to join. All right.
Okay.
We have a deal tomorrow.
By the way, well, Ahbadi, so can you write Ahbadi's verse after the Sunnah? That would be the best.
Sorry, what?
We're all Ahbadi, so can you write Ahbadi's verse after the Sunnah? Jama'ah.
Ahbari? What?
Yeah.
Who's
Like
Ahbari?
the title for our group is Ahbadi. Sorry, I have something in my throat. The type of Shia we are, they're Ahbadis.
The title Shia?
Yeah, the sect of Shias we are.
No. I will use a Shia. You can tell everybody who you are when you start, because people, they knew the Shia, they don't know the branches of Shia. You know.
Yeah.
You can announce what is your sect before we start. All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
No problem. I was happy debating with you.
All right. See you tomorrow. Invite your friends. Don't forget Shia.
Is it possible we can, let's say, I want to do a 3 verse 1 again.
You wanna do it what?
I want to do a 3 verse 1. I liked it last time.
I don't know. I don't understand you. You're speaking fast. Can you say?
No, I want to do a 3 verse 1 like last time, where I was able to debate 3 Sunnis at once.
No problem. You can debate 10 if you want. I mean, let them come.
Okay, wonderful.
No problem. 3, 2, 4, whatever you want. You tell me when you have enough. Like, there's too many, it's crowded. You know, I will not allow more to join. You know.
The one thing I would want is, let's say, if you gave me muting privileges. So, like, let's say,
No.
in the debate.
You know, I will be in control. Don't worry. I will be fair with everybody.
Okay.
Was I fair? Was I fair yesterday with you?
You were very fair.
All right. So there's no complaint. All right.
I mean, I'm looking at the comments right now, and wow, actually, it seems like I did a very good job. I did make one mistake. I kept on saying Fatima was the wife of Muhammad.
You can, you know, we will see. I mean, the Sunni, they might be not agreeing, but I saw the comment too. Most of them, they are saying you did wipe the floor with the Sunni.
Yeah. I mean, the Sunni religion has already been debunked for the past 300 years.
Yeah, but they say the same. They say that they debunk the Shia too. I mean, you know.
How can they debunk the Shia? What is there to debunk?
Well, this is what they say. I mean, everybody, you see, like in the world, every ugly person, he claimed to be handsome.
I mean, like the Prophet, there was a story one time. The Prophet one time pointed to the house of Aisha. He said, "Here is
save your animation for tomorrow."
Okay.
All right. Tomorrow, guys, inform your friends. We will have a debate, and Mar, he will invite the Shia, and all Muslim Sunni are welcome, and I will just take care between them to be fair. All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Mar.
Bye.
All right. Bye bye. So we go back to our topic. I mean, this guy, he is trying here. He's trying his best to, to teach Muslims how to do dawah. But until now, he told us nothing about his God. His God, nobody knows Islam, the God of Islam. Not even Muhammad, he never saw him, he never spoke to him. They know nothing about Allah, even the word Allah. If we ask this guy what the word Allah means, you don't know.
Do you agree with me? If you ask the non-Muslim, if you can differentiate God and God's creation, who do you like to worship? Believe me, everyone will tell you, I want to worship God.
The God who is the best of the creators, which means there's many gods.
They wouldn't want to worship the creation. Agree? In fact, you Muslim worship Muhammad. For in the Islamic law, if I insult Allah, I will not be killed. I can be forgiven. But if I insult Muhammad, I shall be killed. So who is your God? In fact, Allah himself is created for the sake of Muhammad. Isn't it Muhammad, he says, that Allah, he says, if not you, Muhammad, I will not create the universe. Which means, what is the purpose of Muhammad?
Why is exist? Huh? Why Muhammad is exist? Why Allah is exist? It's just for the sake of Muhammad. The existence of your God itself is just to serve one purpose. That is Muhammad. It's not the opposite. It's not Muhammad is a servant of Allah, as many Muslims they lie to themselves and say. It's the opposite. Muhammad is said, if not you, for you, Muhammad, I would not have a created creation. Somebody is asking, is that true? The answer, indeed. This is the answer of the Muslim scholars. Indeed, the Prophet of Allah. Look, they can't even say his name without saying Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Allah himself, he pray on him and he salute him. I serve in the army. You always salute first the one who is higher than you in rank, and then he salute you back, not the opposite. So if I am a major and you are a captain, you see me, you salute me, and then I salute you back. In the case of Muhammad, no. Allah salute Muhammad, and Muhammad wa alaykum assalam is the reason for the creation of Adam. Who is Adam in Islam? He's the father of all mankind, and he is a prophet according to Islam, which is stupid to say, because Adam prophet to whom? And the universe. Okay, how Muhammad is the reason for Adam to be created? You tell me. So they claim that they worship God, but the fact they worship a man, his name is Muhammad. If the prophet, they cannot even say his name without Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, which means Allah pray on him, salute him, was not in existence, then Arsh, the chair of Allah, the pen, the tablet of Allah will not be created. The sky, the earth, the heaven, the hell, the trees, the stones, everything. In fact, Muhammad, he said, even Isa, the Messiah, created for the sake of Muhammad. Adam, when Allah was creating him, and then he committed a sin, Adam, he lifted, this is after he commits sin supposedly, but Adam, when he was in the process of a creation, before, which means before Adam is created, look what happened. Adam, he said, oh Allah, I ask you for the sake of Muhammad to forgive me. This is when Adam, he is created, now he live in heaven, he commits sin. Allah said, oh Adam, how do you recognize Muhammad when I have not created him? Look at this madness. This Abdul in the video, he is saying, which one you worship? We recognize the creatures from the creator, right? Adam, he recognized Muhammad before he was created. How? A miracle happened. And Allah, this Abdul in the video will say to you, Allah is all knowledgeable. If Allah is all knowledgeable, why he's asking Adam? How, he was surprised, he was shocked, like, what the heck? Allah was surprised how Adam knew about Muhammad when he created him not yet. Do you see the question of Allah? Is Allah is all knowledgeable? Is he all knowledgeable? Adam said, oh Allah, when you created me and blow into me the spirit, I lifted my head and saw written on the arsh, La ilaha illa Muhammad Rasulullah. Allah, he wrote on his chair the name of Muhammad. Can you believe it? So who is the God? Allah himself, when he created his chair, the first thing he did is doing graffiti, writing the name of Muhammad. Do you see it? So I got to know that you would only join your name with him who is most beloved to you. Okay, how he is beloved to Allah and he is not created yet? He does not exist. Allah love someone does not exist. And so what, he will love him? And why he will love him only? What is that? What does that mean? How come Allah did not create Muhammad then? That's it, create Muhammad and let him in heaven. Do you see how stupid, how they fabricate stories, how Muhammad, he fabricate his own just to worship himself, to make himself the center of the universe? So now it turned to be that existence of Allah, the throne of Allah, exists only because Allah wanna write the name of Muhammad. He don't have a furniture. The arsh, which means the throne, the kursi, which means the chair, the lawh, which means the tablet of Allah, the pen, qalam, which means the pen, the sky, the earth, the heaven, the hell, the trees, the stones, all the creatures will not exist if not you, Muhammad. Why? Because all of Islam is satanic, demonic, and Muhammad obviously is Satan. Even Allah command Isa to tell his people to follow Muhammad. If not was not for Muhammad in existence, I would not have created Adam, nor I would have made the heaven or hell. And this is all reference in front of your eyes. The Prophet of Allah said, Jibreel came to me and said that Allah says, if you were not created, I would not have made the heaven and the hell. Let us continue. Jibreel came to the Prophet of Allah and said that Allah says, I have not created anyone who is more honored to me than you. I have created the world and all that they're in, so they may know the rank that you possess. So is Muhammad a man or he is God? I would not have created the world if I have not created you. That means that the whole purpose of every creation is Muhammad, not Allah. And here you notice that Muhammad is trying to copy Jesus. Anyone knows what I'm talking about? Isn't it the Bible says everything created by him and for him? Correct? Everything created for him. And by him. Muhammad did not dare to say everything created by him, because he don't have the power of Jesus to show people what he can do. According to the Quran, Jesus, he can create from the mother bird. So Jesus already created, and he proved that he is the creator. You know, when this guy in the story here, when the stupid Abdul, he said that we can differentiate between the creator and the creation. Well, isn't Jesus in the Quran is the creator? He will say to you, well, Allah gave him the power. This is the statement of the Quran. I can claim I gave him the power too. I can claim that Allah created by me, even though he doesn't exist. That will be perfect because he does not exist. So Jesus in the Quran, he created from the mother bird. He breathed into it. He breathed, not Allah. And the verse says, I create for you. I breathe into it. And then it says by the will of Allah, which means Allah give me permission. But if I have a son, I give him permission to drive, doesn't mean he do not know how to drive. I just allow him, but he can steal the car. So the ability of driving is not my permission. The permission is to do or not. The same as I give you permission to have sex with your wife, but I give you no permission to have sex with women she is not yours. But can I have sex with women she is not mine? Yes, I can. The permission means nothing. So when the Muslims speak about the creation of God and which one you want to worship, well, should you ask yourself, If Jesus in the Quran is a creator and he can create from the mother bird, then the Christians are doing the right thing. Especially Jesus, he proved that he can create. Allah, he has no proof that he can create anything. Do we have any Muslim want to join us on the stage? We are done with this Abdul. If anyone know him, I challenge him for a debate. And we know he will never dare. He will never dare. He claimed that he can differentiate his God from others. You cannot. You know nothing about your God. What kind of God he have 5 fingers? And why he have them? What kind of God? You will say to me, Jesus have 5 fingers. Well, Jesus, he came to earth and he took the flesh of a man. Your God, according to you Muslims, he's not a man. So if Allah have 5 fingers, Allah have a shin, Allah have a foot, Allah have a nose, Allah have a toes, Allah have an ass, well, those are all an aspect of a man. Fingers mean fingers. You want to say to me nothing like Allah fingers? Who care? They are fingers. Allah called them fingers. Allah could not create Adam by saying be and he was, as the Quran says. Allah, he used his hands. You see, this is how stupid the Quran. One verse says that Allah, he said to Adam be and he was, the same as he did to Jesus. But neither any that work, because the Quran says the opposite. Allah created Adam by using his 2 hands, not by saying be. He made mud. He mixed the mud. And then after that, he dried the mud. Like if we go, in the Quran, let us see. Give me a second here. Do you remember this verse, guys? This is a verse Fifi he quote for us to prove that Allah have hands. He was debating a Shia, or somebody, not Shia, sorry, I forgot which sect. So he said, why you call us kuffar by saying what the Quran is saying? Allah, he says, he have hands. Look at the Muslim translation saying that he does not spend. But here it says, Allah hands is tied up. Allah what? Allah hands. Allah created Adam by his 2 hands. When Allah created Adam by his 2 hands, are those metaphorical hands? Absolutely false. All Muslim Sunni agree that those are literally hands, but what they will say, they are not like your hands, which is a very fair statement, because who care? Not like my hand will, monkey. Okay, hold on. Chapter 38, verse number 75. Allah, he said to Iblis, why you are bowing down to what I created with my 2 hands? Do you see the word? Created with both my hands. Do you see it? Allah even could not create Adam by using 1 hand. He mentioned both. Why he is using 2 hands? And what happened to the verse says Allah, he created him by saying be and he was? Which one? Look, here it says he said to him be and he was. Well, if you say be and he was, and the other verse says he created him by his 2 hands, another verse says and he breathed into him. So what we would do with the word be? If Allah said the word be and he was, there is no need to use hands. Are you with me, people? Do we have any Muslim have an objection? If I say be tea, I'm drinking tea, be tea, here we go, the tea is here. Why I want to go to the kitchen, use my hands, put water, you know, put it in the boiler, put the tea, put some sugar, you know, mix it, bring it, just be tea, the tea is here. Go ahead, buddy.
Not understand.
I don't hear you. Your voice is very low.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you, but it's very low. Speak louder.
Okay.
Is your mother-in-law at home?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, no, better. Did you kick her out? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, this is a metaphor.
Ah, it's a metaphor. Ah, the hand of Allah is metaphor. Well, no. I can show you now tons of videos of Muslim scholars saying, no, this is not metaphor. Where do you get this from?
I get it from,
Yeah?
I mean, how is it not a metaphor?
You got it from, I mean how it is. I mean it is. How it is not metaphor. I got it from. I give you an answer. All Muslim scholars agree that this is not metaphorical. So which one is metaphorical? Be and he was, or Allah used his hands?
Where does it say hand? I don't see it.
Here. I created with both of my hands. Both.
Yeah, that's just a metaphor. It's a bit like when you say, to your child, I created you with both of my hands.
What is the metaphorical of the word? What is the metaphorical of the word both?
Yeah, it's like I created my child with both of my hands.
No.
It's like it doesn't mean
it
literally.
says both? Why both? You created your child
Because
with your hand. Why? You were masturbating? What do you mean?
No,
with
it's
your
just
hands?
a figure. It's just a figure of speech. It just means that there's a lot of
Muslims,
effort.
you have a very weird way to make babies. You use your hand. Oh, you
No,
remind me of your prophet. Hold on, I got you. Your prophet, he says, Allah created Adam from the shoulder. Sorry, created the children of Adam from his shoulder. Correct?
That's a daif hadith.
Who says daif?
But going back to this point.
No, we are in the point.
This is talking about.
Adam was created. The children of Adam, offspring of Adam, were created from the shoulder of Adam. Correct?
I don't know. Look. Can we stay on one point at a time?
Oh, okay. You want to stay at one point at a time. Well, if
this is talking about.
You can stay at any point
effort.
you want, but you have to give me proof of what you say. Otherwise, you are making things up. I can show you right now tons of Islamic videos saying clearly that yes, Allah, he have hands and he created Adam with his two hands, including the girl. Her name is Fifi.
Okay. Let's say that's true. What does that mean?
Well, if Allah have hands, and then Allah in the other verse, he says, be and he was, that there's a contradiction. Either I use my hands to create Adam, or I use the word be. If I say to my food, be and it was, I will not need my hands. And why even I have hands? I'm God. Why you have hands? Hand is a tool.
We don't. Only Allah and His Messenger know best.
Oh, okay. That's a good answer. That's it?
I mean, I don't see why there's a problem.
How you know all this information? I mean, this answer is amazing. Allah and His Messenger knows best. That was really good. I mean, you just silence us. Secondly, you just said something, prove Islam to be false. Allah and His messengers know best. So is Allah is the only one who knows, or His messenger and Allah, they knew equally?
I mean, yeah, what's wrong with that?
What do you mean, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, Muhammad has information that we don't have, you know, so that's
No,
like...
this is not what I'm talking about. First of all, Muhammad have no information you don't have, because he told you what he knew supposedly already. But the question is, if we say Allah and His Prophet knows best, we just made Muhammad and Allah in the same level of knowledge. You did not say Allah and Allah, He knows best. No, you said Allah and His Prophet. And when we use the word best for both, that means they have the best of knowledge, both of them, equally. And this is mean the Muslims are polytheists. They are not people who believe. They are mushrikeen. They don't believe in one God. Muhammad is God. Even the knowledge of Allah is associated with the knowledge of Muhammad.
Okay, but you have to understand that Allah said that we have to follow Muhammad.
This is not, we're not to change anything. You know, you follow Muhammad or not. What is that? You have to follow Muhammad, but you claim that Allah and Muhammad, they have the best knowledge. So Muhammad, he knows everything. You know, Allah, he's not better than Muhammad. You do not even say Allah is the best of knowledge and then Muhammad, you learn from him. No, you said Allah and His messenger knows best. Even the word best appear at the end.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't see a problem with, you know, like, with all of that.
Let us see here what the Sheikh is saying, so we can laugh together. This is Sheikh Asim, one of my favorite laughable sheikhs. $100 for half hour talking to him in the phone.
Oh, I love
Zubair
this
says,
guy.
does
He's
Allah
amazing.
have
Wait.
2 hands, feet, face, fingers, eyes? What should be our aqidah regarding this? Zubair, does Allah see? Does Allah hear? Does Allah have a will? Is Allah alive? All of these are attributes of Allah Azza wa Jal. And because these are attributes of Allah, no one claims that these attributes are equivalent to my hearing, my seeing, me being alive, me having a will. No one says this. Allah Azza wa Jal speaks. And He spoke to Musa. He spoke to our Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam.
Wait, what?
And I speak. But does anyone in his right mind say that it's the same speech? Of course not.
Look at the logic, you know. I mean, just you see the stupidity. So what this is? Why Allah have hands? Why you have a feet?
Allah never spoke to anybody.
Hold on. Don't let us finish the video. So Allah have hands. So He's trying to say to you, okay, His hands is not like yours. Who care? They are hands. Maybe they are like octopus. Who care? But Allah have hands. He's a physical being. He's not a spiritual being. Islam don't believe in a spiritual. Allah don't even have a spirit. Allah has no spirit. Can you believe it? He is just a physical being. He is a jellyfish who have no life, because spirit means life. If you have no spirit, you are dead. Allah have no spirit, and He is not a spirit. He is a physical being. So He is a moving object according to Muslims, yet they claim that this object can create everything. But that object itself is not alive, because if He is not a spirit, how you can give us a spirit when Allah He breathed? He breathed what? The Quran says, min ruhina, from our spirit. But they say here have no spirit. They claim this is a spirit. The spirit is Jibreel. But if Allah is creating everything from Jibreel, that means the creator is not him, it's Jibreel.
لَيْسَ كَمِثْلِهِ شَيْءٍ. There is nothing similar unto him, Azza wa Jalla.
That's the most, you know, this is a statement in the Bible, by the way. But it was like the person in the Bible is speaking about how amazing God is, but doesn't mean like this is the way to define God, because simply nothing like me. According to science, even my fingerprints are unique between all those billions in this earth. Does that mean my finger is God? Every inch of you is nothing like it in the world. Every flake of snow is different from the other flake of snow. Do you see when the skies snow? Every flake, according to science, not a single one look the same. Does that mean snow is God? So they are in trouble. They reject the God of the Christians because he have a flesh, but they're God of a flesh. But his flesh is silicon. His flesh have no reason to exist. He have no spirit. He is not alive. He's very fictional God.
Nothing is like him. And he's all hearing, all seeing. So when we approve and agree that Allah has attributes of his own that are unlike any of others of his creation, then when he describes himself in the Quran by saying that he has a face, that he has eyes, that he has hands, 2 hands to be specific, and that he has feet, and that he has fingers, and the hearts are between 2 fingers of Allah's fingers, flipping them as he wishes. Who are we to say, no, 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 no? Allah.
See? Who are we to say no, 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 no? Let us see other Muslims. Thank you, Abadi, for joining us, Mr. Metaphorical. Tomorrow, by the way, we will bring the Shia. We will have debate with the Shia. You can join us, and you can try to debunk the Shia. Do we have any Muslim who would like to join us? Allah have 2 hands. Allah have 2 feet. Allah have...
Yo, CP.
Yes, Vico. Are you a Muslim?
I'm a Christian.
Right.
No, I'm a Christian, but I have a message for you.
All right.
Can I say it, please?
Go ahead.
For a few minutes. Today is my birthday, actually. And first of all, I want to thank you for sharing the truth and expose the lies. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much.
And also, I have a message for all of you who watch here in Discord or YouTube. I'm so embarrassed for these Muslims about the crucifixion of Jesus. You Muslims, you deny history. Even atheists, agnostics, believe that Jesus surely is crucified. You Muslims rewrite history. And I want to say that Jesus Christ loves you, and he died for my and your sins. He loves you so much, and I want to say that my Lord and Savior is Jesus Christ. I put my faith in him. I put my faith in him. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Remember, Muslims, Muhammad is in the grave. Jesus is alive. Thank you.
All right, my friend. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
And we wish you to live long, and be good for your neighbors and everybody you
Thank you so
associate
much.
with.
And also, I have a question.
But I have something for you about the Muslim denying the crucifixion of Jesus. In fact, the stupid Quran confirmed the crucifixion of Jesus by mistake. If you go to chapter 4, verse 157, the Quran says that Allah made someone look like Jesus appear in the cross, which means the Quran confirmed that someone exactly looked like Jesus was crucified. So who is the stupid who want to believe that there is someone look exactly like Jesus, with the voice of Jesus, with the hair and the eyes and the skin and the word of Jesus in the cross, to the point nobody noticed, even his mother should not notice that this is not Jesus. So the stupid Quran confirmed the Bible, actually, because the Christians and everybody was there. They are witnessing what they saw. And what they saw, the Quran say clearly that the one who was in the Quran on the cross was someone look exact like Jesus, because Allah, He made a perfect clone. So the stupid story in the Quran, even though supposedly is made to deny the crucifixion of Jesus, it confirmed it. Because for us, the true witness is what? Is the one who saw the crucifixion of Jesus, right? So if they saw and the Quran confirmed that he looked exactly like Jesus, so the Christians never lie.
So Allah is deceiver.
He's a deceiver. He lied to the Christians. He waited 600 years until Christianity spread all over, and we know that how important the crucifixion of Jesus for the Christians. So Allah, 600 years, not 6 years, not 60 years, not 600 years, you know, he went to take a nap. And then after that, he sent Muhammad to tell us, it was not Jesus in the cross, he looked like him.
And also, I want to add, remember Muslims, for what Jesus is crucified. He's crucified because he's claiming that he is God and also the Son of God. Remember this, remember.
Exactly. All right. Thank you, my brother. God bless you.
And also, please, can I have...
Sure.
Please, one question. If you are in debate and there is rule, if you can pick one argument against Islam, what would it be? One argument, only one argument against Islam, the most effective.
Islam is false.
Yeah, this is true.
I'm so interested. Which can cover everything, because you can check everything Allah He said, and you will find it's false. You can apply it to anything. As an example, the creation of Allah. Allah do not know how the baby is created. If Allah is God, He should know how the baby is created, correct?
And also, I'm interested in this.
If Allah is God, He should know better that the sun does not set in the murky water, and the woman, she have no sperm coming from her breast. He should know better. And if Allah is God, He should remember which one He created first, the mountains or the stars. One verse says the stars first, one verse says the opposite. So every claim is enough to prove Islam to be false. But the most funny thing is about the God of Islam is they don't know who is their God. Like not a single Muslim. Okay, today sit down and listen. Let us see if any Muslim can tell us who is Allah. They don't know. They know nothing about Him. Or what they knew.
For me, the best. For me, best argument about Islam is false, because I believe that Allah is pre-Islamic God, aka Baal or Allah. I don't know Arabic, but I think He's the moon god.
But this is
Arabia.
This is go in a step, because you can say, okay, He's a pre-God, but you know what? Allah is the creator. He's from the beginning. Yeah. So what? No. This is. They can refute it easy. They can say this is not true. However, to prove to them that Allah is the moon god, there's other way. As an example, if you go to chapter Yasin, chapter 36, verse number 1, it says Yasin. Why it says Yasin? Ya is a word meaning God. Sin is the name of the God. That is other name of Allah. If you go check in Google, you will find that sin is other name of the moon god. Allah is the name of the God of Muslims, but it's not one word. Al mean God, the same as the word Ya. The same as the word Ya. So Ya is coming from the Egyptian language, and the sin, which mean the moon god, is the name of the moon god. That's why actually today in English we say this is sin. What do you mean? We mean this is pagan. From the time where people used to worship the paganism, the moon god. So the God of Islam is sin. The God of Islam is La. In order to prove the La, you can go right now. It says Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allah. If you go to chapter 1 in the Quran, verse number 2, you will find that the second verse for the word Allah does not look the same as Allah here. The Muslims, they try to make it a grammar and etc. This is false. The reason is not a grammar. You cannot take letters out of the name of God because it's a name. I cannot take the letter M from the first name of Muhammad. If I take it, that will make it Hamad. That's a different name. So or I cannot take it from any name. The name you cannot take it, you cannot change it. But because it is two words connected, so now here we have Allah, here we have Li Lah. Alhamdu Li Lah. Li in Arabic means two. Lah is the name of the God of Islam. And Lah, you can go check it out in Google. It is the moon god. It's just another name. However, I advise you not to go for here unless, because you don't know the language, and they can play around with it. If you speak the language, then you can get them busted easy. But if you don't know the language, avoid those issues and focus on how stupid the Quran and how Allah can be God, yet he can think the sun set in murky water, and how Muhammad confirmed this explanation, or how he think the sun move every day from the east to the west, which additional prove that the Quran does not know anything about the creation of the universe, or how the baby is made, or how all those kind of mistakes. You can watch, you can read my books. I have long list of them. All right.
Okay, CP. Thank you, bro.
You're welcome.
God bless you. Again, I say Jesus Christ loves you guys. Accept him as your Lord and Savior. Goodbye, guys. Have a nice day. Thank you again, CP. God bless you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Go ahead, Nadeem. Are you there, Nadeem?
I'm sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Yesterday I Googled every Quranic verse that mentions Isa or Jesus, and I came across Surah Maryam, chapter 19, verse 33. Are you familiar with that?
Go ahead.
It says that this is supposed to be Jesus speaking, and it says that Allah gave me peace on the day I was born, the day that I die, and the day that I will be brought back to life again.
All right.
I was just curious if you'd ever, if you're familiar with that, because that was kind of like a boom verse for me. I'd never heard of it.
Yeah, actually, those verses have something unique about them, because the word salam, which means peace, there's two verses in the Quran. It says almost the same thing. Chapter 19, verse number 15. سلام عليه يوم ولد ويوم يموت ويوم يبعث حيا. If we click in it, we will see that this is talking about John the Baptist. Muhammad, he hijacked John the Baptist. But you will notice here it says, so peace on him on the day he was born, the day he dies, and the day he will be raised up to life. If you go to the verse about Jesus, which is 33. Oh, hold on. It is Jesus talking, saying, peace be on me in the day I am born, the day I die, and the day I am resurrected or rise alive. So here there is something very bad for the Muslims, because it is not Allah saying to Jesus, peace on you. It is Jesus says, peace on me. And remember, such a promise is only can be given from God. So if Jesus can give himself such a promise, this is not the God of Islam talking. This is Jesus saying, peace on me, the day I'm born, the day, etc. So Jesus here is giving peace to himself, and the only one who can do that is God. If the Muslim saying, no, this is about God, he gave him that, well, it should be the same as the previous verse. Why the previous verse says, peace be on him the day he was born, about John the Baptist, but here it says, peace on me. So here Jesus is talking about himself, and he is the one giving peace into himself. Why? Because he is the king of peace, and he is born with it, for he have it and he own it. So
yeah, that was my thing. It's like he says that he's You know, he mentions himself the day that I die, but Muslims don't believe that he died. He also mentions that he's going to be brought back to life. Muslims don't believe he was brought back to life. This is in the Quran, so I'm kind of confused on it.
Yeah. So
How they
this
don't
is
realize
other problem in the religion of Islam. But again, you know, the Quran, people, they can avoid those issues by not knowing the language. You know, if you know the language, you know, you can find out right away. Like those two verses almost copy paste of each other. If you look, it's almost the same. That the only difference is the way it's speaking about John. It says, "Peace on him, the day he was born, the day he died, the day he will." Actually, you know what? There's a mistake here, by the way. I don't know if you speak Arabic, Nadim.
I do not.
All right. So can you translate for us here what this is mean?
I'm on Discord. I can't see your screen.
You see my screen?
No, it's just has a
All right.
spinning wheel
It
on it. I
says
can't see you.
it says وَيَوْمَ يَمُوتُ وَيَوْمَ يَمُوتُ, the day he will die. Well, isn't it John the Baptist already dead? You know, like you see, يوم ولد is in the past. You know this? If anyone who knows Arabic, you know right away you know this is in the past tense. So peace on him the day he was born, and the day that he dies. This not what it says. وَيَوْمَ يَمُوتُ, the day he will die, not the day he dies. Did he die already or not? So this is a mistake in Arabic. And the day he will be resurrected, well, this is accepted because supposedly resurrection of day never happened yet. So this is other mistake in the Quran regarding John the Baptist. But the difference between this verse and the other verse, this one speak God is giving blessing to John the Baptist on the day he was born, and the day he dies, and the day he is raised. And the other one, Jesus is giving peace to himself, nobody else. And no, you know, you cannot give that yourself unless you're God. I cannot say peace on me unless I am the one who owns peace. I am the king of peace. I am the peacemaker. You know.
Right, you would be a very special person.
Yeah, you have to be God. You have to be God in order to do it. You know, you cannot do it. Yeah. You know, this is why Jesus, he says, you know, a peace I give you, right? In the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why he can give us peace? Because he's God.
Because he is God.
I cannot give peace. I cannot promise peace to anyone. I cannot promise peace to myself. I don't know. I might go and get out and get killed. So peace and the peace the Lord he provides is not about just you, because we know that we live in this earth and we can get hurt and the Christians can get hurt. But the peace we are talking about is the peace of the soul, the peace of the spirit, the peace of you will not be under the command of Satan. However, even in the case of Jesus, in the Quran, we can say, as long as the Muslim believe that the Messiah, nobody can touch him, when he said, peace upon me, that was a physical peace. Which means Jesus just said, nobody can touch me, nobody can kill me. So peace on me the day I'm born, the day I die. And here there's a problem, by the way. The day I die, you know, the day I die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he didn't die according to Islam.
Yeah. We have more Muslims, I guess. Who was first here, Zubair or?
I appreciate you speaking.
Thank you, Nadim.
Thank you.
Who was here first, Zubair or?
So, Christian Prince, I have a question on Bible.
You have a question?
On Bible.
About what?
I have a question on Bible.
Mute your YouTube.
I have some question. Can I ask?
Yeah, you can ask, but you know, you don't want to talk about your religion. Are you ashamed of your religion?
Hello.
Hello. Are you ashamed of your religion? Are you ashamed of your religion? I mean, you see the title of my topic, you see what we are talking about, and then you jump in the middle and says, I have a question about the Bible, but our topic is about Islam. Do you know what the word Bible means?
Why are you scared on?
Do you know what the word
Why are
Bible
you
means?
scared?
Let us see who is scared. Do you know what the word Bible means?
Why are you scared?
Let us see who's scared. We are talking about the Bible. Do you know what the word Bible means?
No, because of Jesus said in
Because,
the Bible.
okay, do you know what the word Torah means?
No, brother, I am
Do you know
come
what
to
the
us.
word Injil means?
What?
The word Injil, your God, he used the word Injil in the Quran. What that word mean?
Let it be. Let it be. I have a question on Bible, brother.
The
If you
Bible over
dare
there,
to
brother. No, brother. Yeah, we are talking about the Bible. So we need to see first how much you know. You don't even know what the name means. So don't you start with the name first? Do you know what Allah means? So what do you know, Abdul? Coming to me, shaking your head. No, brother, I have a question, brother, about the Bible, brother, but you know nothing about your religion. This is how foolish you Muslims are. You know zero about your religion, and you are coming to question other religion, thinking that they are bad and you are right, but you know nothing about your own God. And your name is Zubair, which means small penis. 2 days ago you came here, you were a small penis, and now you're still a small penis. I thought you're getting bigger. Are you there? Okay, go. DJ, are you there?
Oh, can you hear me?
I hear you, go ahead.
Since you and the previous guy were talking about the crucifixion of Jesus,
Uh-huh.
I wanted to ask you about 355. If the verse says, "I will cause you to die," you know.
Are you a
I don't
Muslim?
know Arabic.
Are you a Muslim?
No, I just wanted to ask you that.
All right. So Allah supposedly, the word mutawaffika, which means causing your death. I will cause you to die, and then I will take you to me. So when the Muslim, they say this is a statement here proving Quran is to be stupid, or the Muslim understanding to be stupid, because the Muslim believe that Jesus was taken to heaven and he was alive. He will die later. But the verse here saying Allah will cause his death first, and then he will take him up to heaven. The Muslim, they fix that. They say, oh, Allah caused him to sleep, and that is like the sleeping death. This is one of the explanation, but this is a contradiction, because simply, in fact, if you read the translation, you will see the word mutawaffika, which means causing your death, is not shown in the translation at all. It's only in Arabic. This is a translation of Hilali Khan. Let us try a different one. Arbery. Let us see if it says that causing your death. Again, there is no death. Look. When God said to Jesus, I will take thee to me, and I will raise thee to me, there is no death. But the word mutawaffika is still here, which means causing your death. You're deceased.
You're deceased.
Do you see it? So in the Muslim translation, they hide it because that will contradict the whole story of Jesus. So you have to keep trying to find a translation giving little accuracy. So this is a second translation. Let's see Ahmed Ali. Maybe Ahmed Ali have little decency. Again, in Ahmed Ali, there is no mentioning of causing Jesus' death. When God said, "O Jesus, I will take you to myself and exalt you," there is no death. Nothing. The word death is not here. Let us try another translation. Ahmed Raza Khan. Maybe Ahmed Raza Khan have little. Look at this, guys. This guy. Oh, Isa, I will keep you alive till your full age, and I raise you toward me. So, guys, it's not death until your full age. Full age. So this guy trying to be smarter, supposedly. I think he is using Google Translation, maybe. You know, I mean, what a stupid religion. Let us see different translator. Community Allah. Allah said, "Oh Jesus, I'm completing your life.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I'm completing your life." Listen carefully. I'm completing your life. Hey, Assalamu alaikum, Winter. How are you doing? Are you there, Winter?
Yeah, I'm here, bro. How are you doing, man?
What completing your life mean? Maybe you can help us.
What'd you say?
It says here in chapter 3, verse number 55, I am completing your life.
Completing your life. That means he's bringing him to the heaven.
Completing your life mean bringing him to heaven?
Yeah, raising you to me. You know where Allah is? Allah is in
No,
heaven.
the second part is raising you to me. I'm asking about completing your life.
That means,
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It's kind of tough to say.
I know. It's horrible. It's stupid.
It's not really like the Bible is super, you know, straightforward all the time.
I thought you are
But the
Muslim.
Quran is beautiful. Yeah, I know. The Quran is perfect
The Quran
and
is
beautiful.
beautiful because it's tough to understand what it's saying. It's beautiful. The Bible is straightforward, so it's not beautiful. Here, it's beautiful.
I just said it's not straightforward, bro.
All
The
that.
Bible is not straightforward.
Oh, not straightforward. So this is what? The Bible is not straightforward?
This is,
the Bible says clearly
yeah.
Jesus was resurrected. Here it says, okay, I'm completing your life. What does that mean?
Bro, can you like ask a Salafi instead of asking people on Discord,
So what
bro?
are you? You are not Salafi?
I'm not a Salafi, no.
You are
I follow, I listen to him, but I can't like know everything. Like
can you invite a sheikh to join us? The big sheikh, you know.
I can invite my uncle, my imam.
Why you don't invite
they want
them?
to speak to you.
Okay, go ahead.
I could invite them.
Sure, no.
Yeah, I could.
Go ahead.
I can't do it now. I just have to see them in person first. Probably Friday.
Why you don't call them on the phone?
I don't have I'm not gonna call my imam. And
why not?
I could call my uncle, but like he probably doesn't want to talk right now to you. Maybe like when I'm with him, I'll just
Call him. Let us hear to the conversation. Ask him. Call him. Put the speakers on.
He can speak Arabic. He can read Arabic. He can tell you.
Okay, call him and put him on a speaker and ask him what does verse mean. Completing your life. What does that mean?
I'm not gonna call him. That's random, bro. That's random. You just randomly
okay,
talk about
you go call him and come back. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, buddy.
Doesn't the Quran says that there are like unclear verses that like you?
Yeah, the Quran is very clear. The Quran is very clear to the point. The explanation need explanation, and then the explanation need explanation, and then the explanation of the explanation need explanation, and still the Muslim cannot explain the explanation. You know?
Yeah, that's why they have all the tafsirs, you know.
The Muslim, when they say to you, we need to read the interpretation, you think you get the answer. You go to the interpretation. After reading the interpretation, you are more confused, way more than before. So the interpretation does not give you really an answer. Like as an example, if we go now and look at this as an example, not limited. Chapter 60, verse number 1. Verse number 1, it says only noon here, noon and the pen. Now to understand what noon mean, let me show you what will happen. This is noon, huh? It's just noon. We are not reading the whole chapter or the whole verse. It's just noon. Nothing more, nothing less. All right, let us see what noon is about. This is the first letter in the verse. From the narration of his authority Ibn Abbas, he said regarding the interpretation of Allah saying noon, noon, he says, Allah swear by noon, which is the whale that carried the earth on its back while in the water, and beneath which is a bowl, and under the bowl there is a rock, and under the rock there is a dust, and none knows what is under the dust save Allah. The name of the whale is Luish, and it said its name is Lotaya. The name of the bowl is Bahamut, and some they say its name is Talahut or Liwana. The whale is in the sea called Adwad, and it is like a small ball in a huge sea. The sea in the hollowed rock. Nearby there is 4,000 cracks. Muslim the head is full of cracks, too much crack in hashish. And from each crack water spring come out from the earth. It's also, now you think you get the answer, right? No, look, we continue. It's also said that noon is one of the name of Allah. Look at this. We start saying that noon is a whale carrying the earth in its back. Then the second interpretation possible, that noon is one of the names of Allah, which means Allah is a whale. It stands for the letter noon from Allah ar-Rahman, the beneficent. And also said, are we done? No. Noon is an inkwell. You can read. I mean, this is the interpretation to explain to you what Allah is saying. So after we read the interpretation, did we get the answer?
No, I'm even more confused now.
Winter, I did not kick you out. You said you want to go and find the answer and come back. Okay, let me invite you. Put your hand up. Here we go. Winter is complaining that I kick him out. Okay, Winter, come here and tell us about Mr. Noon. How your God Allah turned to be a whale. Don't tell me I kick you out. You said you want to go and ask your uncle. I said okay. Come back here. I will invite you. I want you to tell everybody. You said you want to read the interpretation. This is the interpretation. Go ahead. This is your God. He's a whale. This is a book of God. And then this Abdul from Malaysia, he is going to teach you how to do Dawah. This guy who cannot read his prophet name correctly, he want to teach you how to do Dawah. Potatoes. And by the way, if anyone know him, tell him Christian Prince. Or if you know when he go live, let me know, so we can do invasion. What do you think, guys? Do you like the invasion? If you know any time he wanna go live, let me know in advance. Like, because I might be sleeping, because we have time differences, right? So you have to tell me, like, if he's casual, let us say tomorrow at 7 a.m. p.m. New York time, just tell me when, so we can prepare to go live, and then we go do invasion, and then we corner him in the spot, and people would die laughing at him. I do not need to prepare. One a question from him, one a question from me. Slap me first. Go ahead. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. He will die laughing at himself. The people will die laughing at him. This guy, he claimed to be knowledgeable. All of them, they are potatoes. Each time I do invasion to any one of them, he have heart attack. The last one, it's called Dundee. He claimed to have knowledge, he have a bicycle. Why do you run away? I went to his channel. He says to me, take off your skirt. He's a homo. He think everyone like him wearing a skirt. Potatoes. Baham, Terenitas. But Muslims are happy. They look like they are laughing. Only on YouTube. You see them in the street, they look like they are possessed. And by the way, I noticed that Muslim women in Indonesia, they wear hijab everywhere. You go in the Middle East, Muslim women, they are showing their ass. Actually, once I was walking in a place, in a restaurant, I saw a bunch of guys, they know me. Hey, come sit with us, blah, blah, blah. I don't, I mean, I just, they didn't see me for long. So I sit with them, and there's a woman, she is sitting with them. I can see her panty, literally. And then they said, how are you doing these days? I said, I'm beating the hell of Muhammad. It turned to be that this woman, she is a Muslim. Said, what Muhammad? I said, the Prophet of Islam. Said, oh, don't insult my Prophet. And she opened her legs. I can see more details now. Her panty, when she is sitting, if I say it's an inch, I'm not exaggerating. The second I mention the name of Muhammad, she is upset. Her breast is coming out. Her nipples, I can see them through the blouse she is wearing. But don't insult my Prophet, please. And she said, I'm going to leave if this guy talk about my Prophet. She's getting hot, man. And the guy, he grabbed her from her leg. He said, sit down, come on, don't take it easy. Take it easy. He's just joking. I said, I'm not joking. I'm not. What you will do, call her cousins. So look how they dress in go and see how they dress in the Middle East. Just type just to show you how Muslims are. Those Muslims in Indonesia, they are, I mean, you go to Indonesia, the whole country nightclub, etc. And those are religious people, supposedly. Look, she is wearing hijab. She is very decent women. But God knows how many husbands has her already. Perfect women, Aisha, she was teaching the guy how to clean his semen. The guy was masturbating in her bedroom, in the bedroom of the Prophet of Allah. Are you better than Aisha? Aisha, she sent little girls so she can hunt boys from Quraysh. She can sleep with them. Aisha, she was accused by a Muslim that she was sleeping with the guy, his name Safwan ibn Mu'attal. But anyway, clothing is what they left from Islam. The second you ask those guys any question about Islam, you will see they are desperate to, they cannot answer. Do we have any Muhammadan? If I go right now, I'm not, if I go right now and I type in Google, let me, hold on.
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I do hear you.
At first, I want to say thank you. I'm just ordering your book. I'm from Germany.
All right.
But I was a Muslim for like 10 years, and for 4 weeks I'm on a new journey. Sorry for my English.
Why you left Islam? What's wrong with you?
I read your book for a few weeks.
Okay.
It's horrible.
And you believe my book? What's wrong with you? You should not believe it. Islam is true religion, my friend. I
just need.
Yeah.
I just need to search for the truth, and I'm searching for
the truth is that the Christian Prince, according to Muslim, is lying, and you believe Christian Prince. What's wrong
I don't
with
care what they say. I just take a look for myself, for my soul.
All right, I know, because I'm trying to save you, because I want you to go to heaven. Those women are you have 72 women set now are happy because they are out of the customer who is coming to them. They are made for you. What they would do?
I don't care.
What those women would do now without you? Use your fingers? Come on.
I got a question about the book. I'm on this Alif Lam Ra thing. About the numbers 231. And I don't understand how you what is in English can the code is about the Son and the Father and the God. That's right?
Yeah.
But how you can go from the numbers to the sentence? I don't understand it in the book.
Okay, you see the Aramaic, they have a coding. Every letter is equal to a number. The Aramaic alphabet is not even just letters; they are numbers.
Yeah, it's like in the book. There's I can see the numbers and the value.
So every value, like somebody he said to me, actually, there's a printing error. There's a mistake in the printing. I will go over it, but every word in the language can come into like a number, and that number can give you a new meaning. So in the old days, when the Christian, they used to be discriminated, it's like now you want to send a message. You are a spy, and you want to send a message to other spy. You don't write the letter in the normal language.
You take numbers.
So they use numbers, which is the enemy do not know. They don't know what they mean, you know. As an example, letter Ya is equal to 10. Letter Ha is equal to 5. Letter Wa is equal to 6. All right? That is Yahweh or Yahweh. That is a 26. So if I want to say to you Yahweh, I say 26. I don't say Yahweh.
Okay, so 26 is Yahweh, for example.
So I do not need to say, but if somebody catch you up and he opened this page, what those numbers mean? Yeah, they mean nothing, you know. So for him it means nothing. For the one who will read it, it means something else. You know what I mean?
Okay, and the 231, it's for the Father, Son, and God.
Yeah, so like the sentence, then you go and you calculate the letters, and the letters will make numbers, and the numbers will take you to a conclusion to a new sentence. You know, like as an example, if you go, I mean, I can go over those numbers. I can come with a lot of things, not only those, but I just gave an example of what those numbers can solve for us, because Muhammad obviously he don't know what those letters mean. Like when you ask the Muslims what those letters mean, they say Allah.
Yeah, I know. Every time they say us, only Allah knows what it's about. Alif, Lam, Ra, or Noon.
Right, but doesn't make sense. I mean, why does God will say something mean nothing? I mean, it doesn't make sense. Obviously, it have to mean something. So
and they say the Quran is clear, etc. But what about the numbers, the letters?
Yeah, so either we can say those are somebody add them to the book and they mean nothing really, it's stupid, somebody trying to corrupt the book, or we can say they mean something very important, and the one who wrote them, he is giving us a message. So if you go to chapter 19, and you know, chapter 19 is a chapter about Maryam, right?
It's right in front of me, your book. This was Maryam was 1155.
Yeah.
So
So if you go to Maryam, you will see, like, so when the Christian, they connect those letters to numbers, it makes sense because first it's about Maryam, you know. So what Kahiyas mean? They don't know, you know. But when we calculate when they calculate a number, we come to the conclusion that the Messiah is my God.
So it's 195.
Yeah. So when we calculate the numbers, we will come. The Muslim, they can calculate numbers too. You know, give us the answer. No problem. They can use their numbers. You know, but they cannot come. They cannot come with an answer. Only if you use the coding and the letters. I mean, what the coincidence is that this is the Messiah is my God. It doesn't make sense. I mean, is it by mistake? It happened like it was, you know, like it happened this way. There's no way, you know. Like what is the coincidence to numbers? Those are numbers, right? So there is and this is the case for all kind of letters in the Quran, which Muslims cannot come to a conclusion with them.
So back in the time when I tell somebody this number, he knows it's Christus is my God.
The Aramaic Christians are very smart people. So when they they are under the occupation of the Roman, even they have a language, it's called the bird language. The bird language. In the bird language, they add letter between the letters. So when they speak so fast, anyone is a foreigner, he will have no idea what they are saying, even if he speaks the language. You know? So the bird language is something they use between them, and they understand very well, as if they are just messing up the language simply. You know, it's just like adding, let us say, I agree, me and you. Each time I will say a word for you, I add one fake letter in the second letter, another fake letter in the third letter, another between, you know what I mean? Between. So now in your brain, you delete those, each second letter, to make it simple for you. Like you say, here it says kaf, right?
Yes.
So let us say I add D between the kaf and the ha.
A what? A D?
D, like a dog, D, you know?
Ah, okay.
And then I add M between ha and ya. And then I add F between ya and ain. So for you, you delete them right away from your brain. You know, I just said chaos. You know what I mean? So I added letters. They are not part of the language to confuse the one who is hearing me, because it sounds different now. It sounds in new words. But for you, when you hear it right away, you know that every letter between, like the first letter is true, the second letter is false, the third letter is true, the fourth letter is false. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
I see.
So I'm making a new words, a new sentence, a new language. It's totally new language. And then the one who hear it, he will understand nothing. But the one who knows the language, the coding we are using, so the Aramaic, they have their own coding. They are very smart people, and they always come with solution to overcome obstacle. So Muhammad, he copied those, and he do not know. Does it make sense that Muhammad himself do not know? He's a prophet. Why he do not know? Does it make sense that nobody asked Muhammad about it? Why nobody asked him?
Yeah.
Like if I go right now in chapter 19, you will see everyone, every Muslim so-called scholar, he is giving you his own fiction answer.
Yeah.
But Muhammad never gave an answer, because Muhammad obviously is copying somebody else. He don't know. You know, if I write a book about mathematics and I never have degree in mathematics, and you ask me what this mean, I will not be able to answer you. Why? Because I'm not the one who came with this. I don't know what actually. I have no idea what I wrote. I'm just copying, you know. So the Muslims didn't know what this mean, and everybody tried to try to solve it, but nobody knows. And then the conclusion, Allah knows best what he meant.
That's the conclusion for everything.
Yeah. And you know, it's this is a way to save, let us say the guy save his ass from being ignorant. So he says Allah knows best, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't want to admit that I do not know. So I say Allah knows best. It's a way, it's a rescue, like Kaf Ha Ya Ain Sad. Allah knows best what he means by those letters. Who is saying Al-Jalalain? This is a book written by scholars, not even one. What do you mean Allah knows best what he means? Because they didn't know, the Prophet Muhammad do not know. For us anyway, like even when we mention those things, it's just to share knowledge with people, but we don't confirm the Quran. We are not confirming the Quran. We are showing that Muhammad is a thief. He is copying others. He is copying a book of somebody, and he do not know what it's meant. Otherwise, Allah should give us those are not. This is not even a word. This is not a word. You see, in the Quran is written as a word, but it's not a word, because this word mean nothing. It's not exist in the language. So, but it's written as a word because simply this is how Muhammad he pronounced it. He said chaos. You know, so it's not a word. It's letters. And even the Muslims, they separate it as letter, as you see, like the letter ka, the first letter. Here they make it kaf. Why they make kaf? Because in Arabic, when we pronounce a letter by itself, we pronounce it as a word. So the ka, we say kaf. It's just to make it clear. Like it's like, you know, when you talk over the phone, you say B from boy, you know, M from mountain. So the K, kaf, hey, we ha, ain, you know, letter a. This is a. We say ain, not a alone. So if we are reading the letter alone by itself, we read a word. We make the letter a word, you know, word, so we can hear it clearly what he mean. He mean ain, that's it, ain. You know, so the Quran have those, and Muslims do not know. But if the Muslims don't agree with us about what we came with, well, give us a solution.
Yeah.
But again, we don't confirm the Quran by those. We confirm that the Quran is a theft. Muhammad is taking thing as an example. Yasin, you know, chapter 36. It's an Aramaic word. This is not an Arabic word, and because it's an Aramaic word, Muslims do not know what it means. They have no idea. No,
there are a lot of words that are not Arabic in the Quran.
But yeah, is a word mean God.
Yeah.
You
it's
know?
Like it's Musaf. It isn't Arabic, or isn't it?
What is that?
Musaf.
Mushaf is just a word mean letters. Actually, sorry, pages.
Again, please.
Pages.
Okay.
Page.
And the word Quran
like
is Arabic or not?
If you go in the Quran and you type the word Suhuf, like what is the name of the book of Abraham and Moses? It's called Suhuf Ibrahim wa Musa. So the pages of Abraham and Moses. So Suhuf does not even present a book, present pages. Here they translate as scriptures, but this is false. Suhuf coming from the word sahifa. Like even we call in Arabic a newspaper, we call it sahifa. So Suhuf is pages, is like papers, you know. Yeah. So
okay, I understand.
And this is not an Arabic word too. You see, everything you see in front of you have nothing to do with Islam. It's a theft. Like Ibrahim. If you ask the Muslims, what Ibrahim mean? They don't know. Okay. What about Abraham? In the Quran today, the Muslims, they took the word which is Abraham from the Quran. Why? Because simply it shows something stupid about the Quran. Because it cannot be both. Ibrahim is not the same as Abraham. Abraham is what the Christians usually use. And so why the Muslims are using it? So if we go in the chapter of Al-Baqarah, as an example, you will see it says Abraham. But in the Quran,
in Baqarah?
Yeah. In the Quran.
So another word for his name or what?
Huh?
Another word for his name, or what did you mean? So there's Ibrahim in Al-A'la.
Yeah, there is Abraham. There is Abraham and there is Ibrahim. Abraham.
So two different names.
Two different names, and it cannot be both because simply this is wrong. You know, Abraham is not the same as Ibrahim. But now in the new print of the Quran, they took off the word Abraham and they replaced all the Quran with Ibrahim. You know, and this is showing you how the Muslims, like, you know, even the Muslims, they try to fix it. They say, oh, it's the same, no different. No, it's different. It's different. This is a name, you know. But they say to you, it's just different reading. But those are Arab. This is not a word from their language. What do you mean different reading? You know, like I have to read the word as it is. It's not even my language. So so when they say to you in the chapter of Al-Baqarah, when it says Abraham, which we cannot find no more in the chapter, they took it off. You know, why you change? Okay, leave it as Abraham. If Allah says Abraham, why you change it? They change it. You know. If I open right now, I cannot find it. The copy actually I have with me. I cannot find the word Abraham. You know, there's nowhere it can be found. They took it off, and obviously, and the Muslim then they try to fix it. They say there is a secret about it, because here speaking to the Jews, so it says Abraham because the Jews use the word Abraham. Okay, if the Jews use the word Abraham, why you don't say what the Jews say? This is their grandfather. You know, this is the correct name.
Yeah.
So Abraham, the one who crossed the river or crossed from the other side, didn't know what it means, and he could not copy any name, even the name of Jesus. Who is this Isa? No Christian, no Arab Christian heard ever of Isa. We don't know who's Isa. We don't use Isa. You can ask any Arab Christian, do you know who's Isa? Or what you know, that this is what they call Jesus in Islam. In Arabic, we call him Yeshua. In Hebrew, Yeshua. The reason Yeshua, because the Aramaic have like ancient Aramaic, new Aramaic, and depend in the territory. So sometimes the letter S can pronounce as Ish. So as an example, Shams or Shams. Shams means sun. They replace the letter the Ish with S. So Shams or Shams. It's the same, because it is different territory. But Abraham is the name of Ibrahim, the real name. So why you make it Ibrahim? They cannot answer.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm continue reading your books. I ordered the book with the miracles and the other one, the first one, I think. Yeah, because the miracles were one of the big reasons why I converted to Islam 10 years ago. And yeah, now you destroyed my world the last 3 weeks.
So what was the miracle made you accept Islam? What is like the most powerful one?
Nowadays, for me, nothing.
I mean, when you what make you believer in the miracle? You said what make you believer is the miracle. What is the most miracle made you like? Wow, this is amazing.
This bullshit with the embryo.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, my friend, if you read it in front of you, but maybe they gave you a false translation. Is that what happened?
Yeah, the Muslims always say it in English. They sell Islam to you like a big present, and they got books only about the miracles and everything. And I was 16 years old, and yeah, it sounds great for me, but
yeah,
it's
not your fault.
What should I say?
It's not your fault. You see, this is the issue. This is why we warn parents that they should educate themselves, and then they should take care of their, it's not enough to have babies and children and feed them, give them breakfast and lunch, and then let them go on the street. We should share education with them. And I hope you would do that with your children too, so they will not fall into the same trap. Because if you read the chapter you are talking about, this is the most horrible description of how the baby is made. The baby is not made from nutfa, which is a sperm, and then become a dead blood. And then the blood become a lump. So the same reason they convince you, usually they fabricate, they say the same as a clinking thing, some translation, clinking thing. But this is not what the Quran is saying. What the same as it says, we made the sperm into a dead blood. This is what alaqa mean. So they
that can't be dead.
Yeah, they lie. This is why they say Islam without lies dies. Islam without lies dies.
I spent the last 10 years with practicing and praying and everything, and now I don't know what should I do.
Well, you are not a Christian then?
Back in the days?
I mean now.
Before Islam?
You are not a Christian yet?
No. Right now, no. I'm reading the Bible the last 3 weeks.
Okay.
And I visited the church on Sunday the last 3 weeks.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I just try to understand and learn more about Christianity.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
but I don't.
Very good for you. I'm happy for you, my friend, and I'm happy that
I'm just searching for the truth, and I think if Christianity is the truth, God will show me.
Christ is the truth. Christ is the truth. Yes, Christ. The Christianity is what we believe, but Christ is the truth. He is God. He is the truth. He is the Alpha. He is the Omega. Muslim, they can lie as much as they want to deceive as many, but then it backfire usually, because those who convert to Islam, they learn a lot about Islam, and then they become #1 enemy to Islam. Like there's a guy, he called himself Brother Ishmael. I don't know if you saw him.
No.
This guy,
I'm new in.
He converted. He was maybe in your age, and then he went to Mecca. This guy, he took it very serious. You know, he want to be serving Allah. So he went to Mecca. He learned Arabic. He spoke perfect classic Arabic. He studied, and then after 16 years, he come to the conclusion that Islam is a big scam. And now the Muslims do not know how to refute him, because the guy, he went there, he learned. I used to make videos for him to refute him, you know, just to get him busted. And now this guy, he is exposing their lies all over the place. Can they say he was lying? 16 years Muslims, like you, maybe 18, I don't know, I forgot. You can watch his video. So they gave him scholarship to study Islam, you know, study Arabic. They send him Saudi Arabia. And all of this help him to know more what he converted to. And then when he mastered the language, he find out that he was a fool. This is not what they told him, and he decided to leave Islam.
Yeah.
The more you know, the more you will be disgusted, and the more you will find out that this is not only stupid religion. This is, I mean, silly. It can't convince even a goat. Who is going to believe in this? You know, God, he want to give you endless penis, and you know, that's weird.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And you know, like as an example, when I mentioned to you Ibrahim and the story of Ibrahim, if you go try to research it to find why, I mean, all the reason they give you is silly and stupid, because they themselves, they don't know why the word Abraham written this way. Simply the answer is very simple. Muhammad, he heard it Abraham, he wrote Abraham. Muhammad, he heard Ibrahim, he wrote it Ibrahim. It's the one who wrote is what he said, not him. He is not. He's not the author, you know. He didn't know even what Abraham mean.
Yeah.
Let me actually, let me. You don't know Arabic, right?
I don't know Arabic. No, I'm German.
Yeah. Here, this is Islam. Let me post the link for you. You can use Google Translation. Do you see the link I posted in Discord?
Wait. I'm on my mobile phone. Can I open Google? Why on Discord?
I don't know. You can open. You can click the link later. Here it says, I will use Google Translation. It says why the word Ibrahim mentioned in the Surah Al-Baqarah without ya, which means Abraham. Ya is im, you know, without ya. Okay, if we go right now to the Quran, we cannot find the word Abraham no more. They took it off. They took it off. And they say they did not corrupt. They say that even a single, here it says, جاءت كلمة إبراهيم في القرآن على شكلين من الرسم. الأول Abraham بدون ياء. Let us translate. The word Abraham appear in the Quran in two forms. The first is Abraham without ya. Okay, where we can find it now? Where is the word Abraham, Muslims? How come it's called all now is Ibrahim? You know, let me see if the one in the internet they have Abraham. I will try. You know, let us give it a look. As long as they agree that the word Abraham was there, if we search for it, we should find it there. Are we going to find anything? Zero. You see it?
Yeah.
It's gone. Why you take it off? Because you see, they claim that even not a single letter is taken off, correct? This is what they claim. But those letters are taken off. The Jews, they said Abraham. Muhammad, he learned the word Abraham. He was saying all the time Ibrahim, Ibrahim, Ibrahim. He met the Jews, they said Abraham. He put Abraham. Potato. He found that it's like Christian Prince, he don't speak good English, you know. So the Christian Prince, he says covenant. Okay, but it's not the word, it's correctly, it's covenant. Okay, so Christian Prince, after a year, he discovered that this is the wrong way he was saying it. So now he correct himself. But it's already recorded by 10,000 videos that he was saying it wrong. You know what I mean? So after Muhammad says a billion times Ibrahim, finally he got the correct name, Abraham. So he wrote Abraham. And the Muslims, because they are blessed by Allah, the devil, they decide to take it off. It's not in the Quran no more. Now, you might find some print of the Quran still have the word Abraham, but mostly it's gone. And then they will say to you, the reason that some people, they used to say Abraham, Allah is making it, saying it as some people say, or the correct name. I mean, do you see how stupid they excuse? It says here, قال الأزهري ومن قرأ إبراهام فهي لغة إبرانية تركت على حالها ولم تعرب. Look at the answer here. Let me show you. Let us go back. You can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
The Azhari, he said, whoever read Abraham, which means not Ibrahim, it is Hebrew language, and that has been left as it is and not Arabized. So look what they did. They admitted that they changed all the names of Abraham from the Hebrew to make it Arabic. But can you do that to name? No, you cannot. Which means each time you see the word Ibrahim in the Quran is a corruption. It was not Ibrahim. It was Abraham. And this is by the admission of the Muslims. For they admitted that this is, we have to add ya, and now we will have the word Ibrahim. So all those words are a corruption. For the origin of it, by the agreement of the Muhammadan, it is Abraham, not Ibrahim.
Can I ask something?
Go ahead.
Is it the same way with the Injil? Because Injil is a Greek word.
Yeah, the Injil is just a copy as it is, you know, from what the Christians used to use. Muhammad, he copy the word as it said, but he did not know what it means. In fact, when Muhammad, he used the word Injil, he made a big mistake. Why? Because this is a Greek word, as you said. So how Jesus was sent to his people, and his people are, according to Islam, are Jews, then the Quran says in chapter 14 verse 4, we sent not a messenger except with the language of his people, in order that he might make the message clear. Okay, so now we know that Allah will never send a messenger except in the tongue of his people. So the book will be what? In the tongue of his people. So if the book of Jesus is Injil, that means Jesus is a Greek person. Are you with me?
Yeah.
So Jesus have to be a Greek person, because not only he speak a Greek, no, it says clearly, we never send a messenger except to speak in the tongue of his people. Not only, like, is not, we can say, okay, maybe this messenger, he speak many languages, but here it make it clear that this is the tongue of his people, not just speaking tongues. He speak in the tongue of his people. So if the book of Jesus is called Injil, which a Greek word, that means Jesus' book was in Greek, and Jesus must be sent not to the Jews, he was sent to the Greek people. This is just another mistake in the Quran. The name Moses, if you ask any Muslim what Moses means, they don't know. They have no idea what Moses means. Ask any Muslim what Moses means, they don't know. What Noah mean? They don't know. Okay, what Adam mean? They don't know. What Maryam mean? They don't know. They didn't know. And when Muhammad did not know the name of the person, he either called him like the Pharaoh. When Muhammad he says the Pharaoh, he think Pharaoh is a name. So what he call him Pharaoh? He think his guy, his name is Pharaoh. You see, Al, you see Al?
Al-Fir'aun, yeah.
Al is an Aramaic word, which means the people of, as a family, the family, and always have to come before a name of an individual. I cannot say Al God, you know, family of God. Well, God is a nickname of a person, but I can say Al Musas. I can say Al Ali. Ali is a name, is a person. Al Muhammad, Al Ibrahim. So if I copy the word Al, which to make it simple, you can have this word only added before a name of an individual, not a title. So this is the word Al will appear in front of us. Here it says Ali Musa, Ali Harun. Do you see it? Musas and Harun. So Musas and Harun are two brothers. The family of Musas, the family of Aaron. So what Al means? Family.
Family, yeah.
So when we
So
say Ali Pharaoh, the family of Pharaoh, that means Muhammad he thinks Pharaoh is a name.
Yeah, problem.
He don't know that this is a title. This is not a name. The Pharaoh he's talking about is Ramses II. And for sure Muhammad too, he made a mistake, he made a lie. He claimed that the wife of the Pharaoh, her name is Asiya. When, if you go and search, the wife of Ramses II is Nefertari. And she is from a royal family too. So Muhammad, he think, according to Muhammad, the wife name is Asiya bint Muzahim. She is an Arab. And he will marry her too. So Ali Ibrahim, the family of Abraham. Ali Ibrahim. Again, Ali Pharaoh. Ali Pharaoh. So there's a guy in YouTube, he made a video. He said, how the prophet, he knew that that time Pharaoh is a title. He did not say a king. Muhammad, he used the word king when you do not know the name. He used the word Pharaoh because he thought it's a name. So the Muslim, they try to flip it. What is wrong, they try to make it a miracle discovery. How he knew Pharaoh. You know what I mean? But as you see, Ali Lut, the family of Lut. Ali Lut. Ali Yaqub, the family of Jacob. By the way, if you ask Muslim what Yaqub mean, they don't know. Okay, what Lut mean, they don't know. It's a theft, you know. They don't know. What Pharaoh mean, they don't know. This is a book of Allah knows best, you know. Yeah. So the more knowledge you have about this garbage, the more you will find out how stupid, how silly it is. And this is why we are here, my friend, to help people like you so they can see the truth, and the truth will set them free.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I talk about Abraham? Since you guys were talking about like Ibrahim, so I wanted to ask you, you know about the alleged eponyms in the Quran, alleged miracle, how Muhammad knew that like Abraham means the father, and Zechariah means the mention of God. You know, like how did Muhammad knew that?
What do you mean? Where the Muslims got that from? Can you help me? This is a new. If I understand you, it sounds like something new for me. That Muhammad, he knew the dimension of God.
I mean, like that.
Do Muhammad knew what Zechariah mean?
But isn't that like a Hebrew word? How did he know if he was?
Yeah, okay. But you said to me, you mentioned Zechariah, and you said the Muslim they have a miracle about it. What is that? I heard you saying they have a miracle about it. In fact, using the word Zechariah in the Quran is a disaster for the Muslims. Because Zechariah, you see, there's a guy, his name is Daniel, he was making fun, I forgot of whom. He's saying you worship Yahweh, the pagan god. That's what he said. But Zechariah is simply a sentence, is not a name. That God Yahweh has remembered. This is what Zechariah mean. It's a shorten. It's a shorten of the name of God, or the word used for God in the Aramaic and in the Hebrew language. So when Muhammad he used this word, the same as the word Yahya. Yahya, it's the same. So Yahweh remember. So when Muhammad he put this word in the Quran, he just stole the word Yahweh. He do not know he did it. So the Muslim they have 99 names of Allah, but none of them is Yahweh. You know what I mean? So by taking the name, he made a mistake. The same as the word Jacob. Jacob, the name Jacob, become Israel. Did that he was making fun of a Christian priest, saying to him, your God in the Bible, he was wrestling with Jacob. But then, if the Muslims are laughing at the story, but the word Israel is in the Quran. The Quran does not say how Jacob, even who is Israel. We cannot find one verse saying who is Israel. Suddenly the word Israel appear. Oh, children of Israel. So the stupid Muslims, because they are ignorant, like that, they are laughing at using at the story in the Bible, but they don't know. By adopting the name, they adopted the story, because this is what Israel mean. You know what I mean? They don't know that by using this name, you adopted the story, because Jacob's name changed into Israel because God, he called him that name based in what happened. So the Muslim, they laugh at the story in the Bible, but they forgot that the stupid Muhammad, by copying the name Israel, which he do not know what it means, he made a big mistake. Additional mistake. I mean, if we go by the names, you will find a lot of secret. As an example, what is the last two letters in the word?
E and L.
Okay, what does that mean? For the Muslim, mean nothing. Right?
No, nothing.
Mean nothing. But the fact, El is a word meaning God. Right?
Again, please.
The last two letters is El, which is word meaning God.
In which language?
In Hebrew.
Okay, interesting.
So when Muhammad he copied the name, the word, so he thought he is copying a name. He heard the Jews saying Israel, 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 but Israel is not a name. There's no names in the Bible actually. All the names in the Bible are not a name. Noah is not a name. Adam is not a name. Abraham is not a name. Moses is not a name. Yeshua is not a name. All of them is description of the person. Moses is the one who been saved from drowning. Abraham is the one who was able to cross from the other side, which means leaving paganism and coming to the truth. He passed over the river, the other side. Abraham, the same as Adam. When God created Adam, he created a human being. And it was actually used for male and female, not for male. Muslims do not know what Adam means. So now Muhammad, he stole the name Israel, and because he is a thief, not a single Muslim can tell you. Who's a Muslim can tell you what Israel means according to Islam? Anyone want to volunteer? Didn't know. They have no idea, because this is the only way to know is to go to the Bible. They don't know. So El exposed Muhammad because simply El is not one of the names of Allah, never used in the Quran, except when he steals names like Zakir, Israel, Mikael, Ishmael. All those names are a theft.
So for me, again, El is the Hebraic word for God.
Sorry, again?
For me, please, is this El is the Aramaic word for God?
It's coming from the Aramaic and the Hebrew. In the old Hebrew, it used to be A-L. A-L. A-L and El is the same word. But in the old Hebrew, Israel was Israel, not Israel. Israel. In the new Hebrew is Israel. This is why we see, like if we go to the name of Allah, what is the first letter? Al, and then lah. The first two letters are al. That's what mean God, and that word can appear in the beginning of the name, before the name, or at the end. Do you understand? Like Elohim, Elohim, El. Do you understand?
Like
yeah.
Allah is like a contraction.
So Al is the old version of the language, which is a word mean God. So the name of the God of Islam is Al-Lah, God Lah. It's not Allah. But because they cannot say Lah without respect, you have to say God Lah. You know what I mean? It's a sentence.
What's about the Lah?
Lah is the name of the moon god. This is an ancient name given to the moon.
I see.
This is given to the moon god, not to the moon. Some people think that Lah, or when we say the moon god, we mean the moon. The moon god is not the moon. The moon god is the god, the god in charge of the moon.
Yeah, I see.
So if I say I'm the god of this house, that means I'm in charge of this house. Like in Arabic, we say the word Rabb. Rabb mean God. But we can use the same word for the word Rabbul Bayt, which means the Lord of the house. And here it's have different meaning. You know, the one who is in charge of this house, usually the male. You know, when we say, if I type the word Rabb, and all of those are not Arabic words, those are coming from the Aramaic and the Hebrew. Rabb, you will find it all over. You know, but the most funny actually, you will see the Rabbu Shara, which is showing us again that Allah is the moon god. Chapter 53, verse number 49. It says He is Rabbu Shara. If you go and you see what is the Shara, you will say it's a star the Arab pagan they worship. The Muslim they admit. Okay, Allah is the Rabb of this. So the moon god is the moon god, the Lord of Sirius. Why Allah is the Lord of Sirius? Even Allah saying to you He is.
But in the Arabic it doesn't mean Sirius, or
no, actually it's a name. It's an equal name. When they say to you,
but in your book it's about the Sirius, and you say in the book that in the Arabic it doesn't mean this,
the Shara, it have its own meaning, but the Muslim they claim that this is what it's meant. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it is a planet. It's a star. It's confirmed that Allah is a star god, a planet god, a moon god. It is. You know, this doesn't make sense. Why I want to say He is the God of the moon if He is the God of the whole universe? You know, what do you mean by saying He is the God of the moon or He is the God of this planet? So if you go in the Arabic, you will see they say that this is some interpretation says that it's a star the Arab they used to worship before Islam. But when Allah He says He is the Lord of this star, that means He is saying I am the same God you worship, the pagan God. Correct?
Yeah.
All the interpretation of the Quran agree that this is a planet or a star was worshipped by the Arab before Islam. And if we agree that Allah Himself saying He is the Lord of that, that means they agree that He is a pagan God.
Not if there is so much the pagan Arabs.
Yeah. So like some they say even like the Shara is a star called Al-Jawza. What is a Jawza in English? Let me see. Anyone know Arabic? Can help me translate the word? Hold on, let me see. Let me use Google translation to see what the word. Google translation. All right. So we type Al-Jawza. I don't know. In English, it says Gemini. Is that correct?
Gemini.
Gemini. There is like a group of stars in the sky. It's called Gemini. Okay, hold on. Let me. I think there's a mistake. There's a mistake. Let us see. Hold on. Burj. I don't know. This is what English is saying. Gemini. Is that correct? The one
I don't know.
The one is used in zodiac. Yeah, the one is used in zodiac. Is that correct? The zodiac. Is that how they use it in the zodiac? Like when they those fortune teller and you know, is that the name correct? Gemini.
Gemini.
Yeah, look like it. So this is one of the names which is the Arab are using, and he is the Lord of this. That's messed up. So why in the world there's a God he would say I am, he is the, you know, what does that mean? So he's confirming, this verse confirm that the God, the pagan God of the Arab before Islam is the same as the pagan God of Muhammad. Nothing changed. The same exactly. So when the Muslim they put a name, because simply they are confused about what is that really mean, a shara, what is that? But all of them they agree, doesn't matter what translation, what interpretation, that all of them they agree that it is either a star or a planet the Arab used to worship, like a tribe is called Khuza'a, they used to worship. And actually Muhammad, they used to call him Abu Kabsha, or they call his grandfather Abu Kabsha, which is again a name of a star they worship. You know, yeah. And you know, either Allah is the Lord of all the whole universe, or He is the Lord of this star or this planet. Right?
Just a planet in your book.
Yeah, that means it is just Allah is not the Lord of the universe. And here Muhammad is adopting. I think he was speaking to those people who they are pagan, trying to convince them that he worship the same God as usual. He is a hypocrite. So when he spoke to those who worship the three daughters of Allah, he bowed down for them, and he said their intercession is a must, and that was called satanic service, satanic verses. Now he is doing the same. When Muhammad is speaking to the Sabian, he said the Sabian will go to heaven, but the Sabian worship stars too. The Sabians worship stars. The Sabian actually they believe the same as Muhammad, they believe in many things. So he copied from them Ramadan. The Sabian they pray 5 times. The Sabian they fast Ramadan. The Sabian they welcome the month of Ramadan as a moon. You see, if you know the language, you can open a lot of secret doors for you, because all is based on the language. Like the word Shahr Ramadan. The Muslim they translate the word Shahr as the word mean month, but in fact Shahr mean moon, crescent moon specifically. That's why here it says, so whoever of you witness the month, he sight, you have to cite it. You see, if it is a month, we don't cite the month, correct? Nobody can cite timing. Can I cite 6 o'clock? No. But whoever of you sight, it says shahida. So whoever of you sight the crescent moon, he fast. So read it. So whoever of you sight, not the month, not the month. No, there's no month. The word here translation is false. It says the month of Ramadan. No, the moon of Ramadan. Every month, the pagan they believe it's a moon. So they gave every moon a name. There are 12 moons, not one. 12 moon, each one of them have a name. The month of Ramadan is the moon of fasting. So when we cite the crescent moon, we fast. Why? Because our God is the moon God. You get it? Why we don't fast with other, you know, I mean, there's many plants, there's many stars, there's many things, you know?
Yeah.
Why the moon? Why the crescent moon specifically, you know? And this is why when the Muslim, they say, when we have the crescent moon, doesn't mean that Allah is the moon God, it's a lie. But all religion is based on the crescent moon. So the Sabian, when the crescent moon appear, they welcome the crescent moon in a town, and they go to other town to welcome the new moon, not the same moon. They don't believe it's the same moon. So the new moon is coming, so we go, and then when the new moon come, it's a new month, a new moon, and that where they stop fasting. Muhammadi adopt exactly what the Sabian practice. The fasting of Ramadan, the 5 prayer, the ablution. You can go watch videos about how the Sabian do ablution. It's exactly as Muhammad do. Exactly. He copy everything from them. He's actually, even the Hadith call him Sabian.
Yeah, I read about it, that they called him
Sabi.
his name, which is
Sabi.
Yeah, Sabi.
Yeah. So language is a big. Actually, there was a Christian scholar in language. I wish I can find him. This guy is, I know. I mean, I don't know how to describe him. He's, I mean, he knew Aramaic, he knew Hebrew, he's like a language genius, and then he can explode your brain with the knowledge he have regarding meaning of words. Language is the key for a lot of things. In the Bible, in the Quran, in anything, you know, language. Like if you want to study history, study language, because language, when you go to the ancient language, you will see that where words is coming from. There's many words now in Arabic we don't know where they are coming from, but we use them. But in fact, none of them is Arabic. They are coming from the Aramaic. So those who they are Aramaic, they knew right away what that word mean. Like, you know, if you see the numbers, those numbers you see, the one you see here, those are not Arabic. Those are
really,
yeah, those are Indian. Those are Aramaic. The numbers you see, those are not Latin. Those are not Latin numbers. Those are Aramaic numbers, and they are alphabet too. All the English numbers we use them, or Latin numbers, they don't belong to the Latin. They belong to the Aramaic. The Aramaic numbers are alphabet. So the letter A is Aleph. It's 1.
Yeah.
So this is A, Aleph. So like we say Abjad, Hawaz, etc. So every letter is a number. And do you remember I told you about the coding in the beginning? Every number is a, you know. So they are alphabet and numbers. Aramaic is a very extremely smart people. They are, you know, like the cradle of civilization. The word Europe is Aramaic. The word Africa is Aramaic. There's tons of names of countries and cities around you is Aramaic. The word salad is coming from them. The word, you know, bustan in the Quran, bustan, the word aris, the word, you know, Jannah. I mean, all the tons and tons. And then you will find that Arabic is empty. There's no Arabic in the Arabic. Arabic is just a manipulated language out of the Aramaic. This is why there's many scholars, they have theory that the Quran never was in something called Arabic. It was written in Aramaic. This is why actually the word Quran doesn't make sense. Quran in Arabic doesn't make sense. It makes sense in Aramaic. So qarra, it's saying, moving your lips. Ra'a is seeing. So you say what you saw. That will make it reading. But Quran is a wrong word in Arabic.
You say what you saw. What did you say?
You say what you saw, exactly. But Quran is wrong then. Quran is wrong because Muhammad, he did not see anything. According to Muslims, he received, you know, he received words from the angel. He did not give him a book. So if we say Quran and then the Muslim, they start saying, oh, it means recitation. No, recitation cannot be, because recitation, you recite something from the memory. it have to be first in your memory to recite it.
Yeah.
And Quran cannot be, because you have to see the words to read it. So Muhammad did not have recitation, because he did, the first sentence Muhammad he have, how he can recite it? He can repeat it, right? He can repeat, like say after me, you know, read in the name of your Lord. If you remember the Muhammad, when the angel came to him, he told him Iqra. What the Muslim in the translation, some translation they say the truth, they say read, and some translation says recite. What Muhammad he says? He said Ma ana biqari. Ma ana biqari. The stupid Abdul, they try to make it look sound. He is saying to him, I do not know how to read, which is false. He was saying, what I am going to read.
Okay.
He did not say, I don't know how to read. Ma ana biqari. What I'm going to read. If you go and read the translation here, look how stupid it is. It says here that when he was in the cave of Hira, the angels, he came to him, and he said to him, read. You know, he said to him, look here, the translation, he said to him, recite. But recite what? Wrong word. You cannot say recite. He said to him, read, not recite. If we try different translation, the same website for the same hadith, you will see how the story changed. Let us see. Here, he pressed me and released me, and he said to me, read. Okay, is it read or recite? There's a huge difference. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. If he said to him, if he said to him recite, and Muhammad, he said to him, I cannot recite. That's stupid. You know, you should say recite. You should say recite what? I don't know what you're talking about. And then, if he said to him repeat, well, he just said to you the word repeat, and you said to him, I can't repeat. You just said the word. So it doesn't matter where you take it. It's stupid. If it's me read,
it's the first time. I hear about
it. If it's me read, well, he did not give him something to read. If it's me recite, well, recite is something I know in my memory. If it's me repeat, why Muhammad will say I cannot repeat? See, so the Muslims here, they try to fix it. They say, he said, I do not know how to read. But look how stupid it is. Because if he is saying, I do not know how to read, shouldn't he say first, read what? Did he give him a book? If the angel, if the angel gave him a book, that means the angel is stupid. He do not know that this guy, he do not know how to read.
It's the first time I hear about this. Every time they talk to us, like he say, I can't read, I can't read.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense in any way. I mean, and you know what? If Allah is the one making the command, because the angel is delivering the command, right? So if Allah said to Muhammad, read, and Muhammad do not know how to read, shouldn't Muhammad be able to read? Because Allah, if he say be, is going to be.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, if Allah is God and he said to me, speak in German, I would say right away, I would say, I'm talking German now, you know. Yeah, so this story is so silly, is not even good for kids. When Jesus said to the man, he cannot walk, carry your bed and walk. He did not say to him, what, I cannot walk? And he stay in bed. No, he carried his bed and he walked. So if this is God, actually the story here itself proving to us that story of Muhammad is nothing but a fraud. For if God is the one who is talking to Muhammad, and he said to him, read, Muhammad will read in any language. If Allah gave him no book to read, that will make Allah even more stupid, because he gave him no book. If it says recite, that is even more stupid, because recite is something from your memory, something you know, a song maybe. If he said to him, repeat, and Muhammad said, I can't repeat, that is even more stupid. You just said the words. He just said to you, word repeat. And you said, I can't repeat. You just said the word. So it doesn't matter how you take it. It's so silly, so stupid. All right?
Yeah, but what does the Arabic say? Is it read or recite?
Iqra, it's a recite, read. Iqra.
Oh.
Yeah, the same as the word Quran. قرأ يقرأ قرآنا. This is what they say, Quran, but in Arabic, in the language is wrong. So, like we cannot say أكل يأكل أكلانا. That's stupid. It's against the grammar. But in Quran, because simply this is not an Arabic word. So he said to him, read. You remember I showed you the previous translation. It says recite.
Recite, yeah.
Yeah. Why they are confused?
And
they don't know what to do.
And what did he reply in Arabic? Is this I don't know how to read?
He said,
wrong or what?
ما أنا بقارئ. What I should read.
Ah, okay. I see.
The Muslim, they say, they translate as I do not know how to read, because they have to maintain the story that Muhammad is illiterate. And why they say he's illiterate? That's just to show you how stupid they are. I mean, the story of stupidity is endless. They say to you, the Quran says that Muhammad is ummi. Ummi is a Hebrew word meaning gomai, which mean from the nation. How we prove that? They are not from the believers. So in chapter 2, verse number 78 is telling us the truth. And among them there is unlearned. About what? Are they ummiyin in the meaning of illiterate? No. They are unlearned about the scriptures. So anyone who do not know the scriptures is called ummi, ignorant.
I think it's the same word where it says like unlettered prophet.
Yeah, this is ummi have nothing to do with be able to read or not. Like the Quran divide the people into two kind. The people of the book, as we see here in chapter 3, verse 20, and the illiterate, the unlearned. So you see here it says, the people of the scriptures and the illiterate. They are illiterate about what? The division here is not about who know how to write, how to read. No. People who know scriptures and people who do not know scriptures. This is what the word ummiyin mean. Do you see it? Wal ummiyin. The stupid Muhammadan, they made the word ummi, which mean the one who do not know the scriptures, they make it illiterate. So now all the Muslims in the time of Muhammad, nobody know how to write, how to read. All of them. And Muhammad too. A nation of donkeys. And all the Christians they knew how to write, how to read. They are born with it. Like the Christian guy, my mom, she told me when I was born, I was 2 seconds old and I got a pen and I start writing my name. I mean, this is how stupid they are. I mean, the verses is so clear, but they cannot say it.
Make me angry.
Yeah, it's so clear, you know. Here it says, الَّذِينَ يَتَّبِعُونَ الرَّسُولَ النَّبِيَّ الْأُمِّيِّ. This is where they got the word ummi from. They say the Quran says, the unlearned prophet, the illiterate prophet. He's illiterate about the gospel. He is illiterate about scriptures. He is illiterate about God. He is ignorant. He is from the pagan Arab. This is what ummi mean. Not illiterate, do not know how to write. You know, Muhammad in his death, he said to them when he was dying, bring me a pen and a paper.
Yeah, so he can read now and write now or what?
Yeah, bring me a pen and a paper so I will write for you something you will not be misguided after me.
So even that he cannot write is a lie.
Yeah, obviously he knew. Obviously he knew how to write. How he will say, bring me a paper and a pen so I will write for you if you do not know how to write. You know, obviously he knew. He did not say bring me a writer. You know, bring me a paper and a pen to me. If you do not know how to write, you should say bring me somebody to write for me. But this is not what he said. Bring for me a paper and I will write for you a statement which after you will not go astray. Umar, he said the prophet hajara Rasul, not seriously ill, hajara, which means he became mentally ill. Imagine, Umar, he says Muhammad is mentally ill. So all you see the whole story of Muhammad have to be rewritten For Muslims, they fabricate things is never exist, never found it anywhere. He knew how to write, he knew how to read. There's tons of proofs of that. The word ummi have nothing to do with him being able to read or to write. It's have to do with being from the pagan Arab. He is not from the Jews. Anyone, he is not like I am ummi for the Jews, Gomai. Those are from the pagan nations. So we are not the people of Israel. We are not the people of Abraham. So we are Gomai from the nations. The word ummah mean nations. Like if you go in the Quran, it says umam. This is why the word imam is coming from. Imam. So umam, if you go in the chapter 638, 642, 738, etc. So it says here, we send to nations before you. What the word mean? Nations. They translated here as a community. This is false. Is a nations. So the word ummi is from the nation, not from us. He's not one of the Jews. He's a stranger. He do not know the God of the Jews. So anyone who do not know the God of the Jews is an ummi. This is not about knowing how to write, how to read. You know, when the Quran says people of the book and the ummiyin, is that make sense that all the Christians know how to write? That's stupid. Because especially at that time, there's many poor people, they cannot afford to go to school. Right? And there's no school actually. What school? There's no school. But I mean, not everyone, he have the luxury to learn. Until not long time ago, until now in Saudi Arabia, there's a lot of people do not know how to write their name. You know? So they have a very wrong understanding of everything about the religion. And that's why we find them a very laughable nation.
So they lying to me for over 10 years now.
Well, it's time for the truth, and the truth will set you free, my friend.
So, do you got any advice for me? What steps I should do next, or anything, or can I ask you when I sometimes?
I encourage you to read the Bible and start. Try not only to read it. When I read the Bible, I try to live it, not to read it only, because there is a huge difference between reading and living the what I am reading. Like if I read the Quran, there's nothing to live. I mean, look at this. What I will live there? This is stupid. The animals are a creature like you, and they are Muslims. That's even stupid. So in the Bible, when you read any speech of Christ, try to be in the crowd. Try to be a person who is listening and seeing Jesus and receiving the words as a personal speech to you, not to the crowd. So when the Messiah speak about salvation, receive it not as a text, receive it as something spiritual, something for you, something personal. Like a voice of a person. Let us say you have a children. You miss your child. He call you. You cry. Why? Because his voice, he meant something for you, or the picture means something for you. So when you have connection with the words will touch your heart. If you are just reading text, it's a plain text, it's mean nothing for you. But if you live the story, if you are in touch with the words, then the story and the words, they will mean a lot for you. And I encourage all people to do this. If you have a Bible at home, go every day. Do this, like let's say, put the Bible next to you in the table, and when you have time, just let us say for fun, grab the Bible and open random page, and I assure you, the page will speak to you about something you yourself live today. Who want to bet? Any page you want. Any page you want. Don't go say I want to read John. Don't say, just grab the Bible and flip it, open a page, and you will see that your story, there is something there for you. So I believe that the Bible is not a book with words only. The Bible is a book of healing, of medicine, of answers, and it's going to be a living word of God with you. And always is dependent on what you are looking for. I can read a book to find mistakes. I can read a book for history. I can read a book because I'm on a kill time. I'm traveling in a train, you know. But in the Bible stories, there is no stories except you. You are the story. Especially when you read the parables of Jesus. You are the story. All the parables is about you. They can be a perfect message to you if you are looking for the message. And you know, this is the amazing thing about Christ. I do not need to be a person who is a scholar to enjoy listening to Christ, because he speaks to everybody, high level, farmer, person who do not know how to write, how to read. Everybody will enjoy. You read the Quran, it's gibberish. There's nothing there. Stupid. You know, what is that? What does that mean? And even God trying to make poetry, rap, which doesn't make sense, breaking the meaning. Allah will show his shin. What does that mean? So if you read the whole Quran, you will learn nothing, you will understand nothing, you will get more confused. But when Jesus, he speaks to you, he is speaking to you as a person, as an individual. I can go right now and read anything Jesus said. Not to mention the wisdom is given to us through the disciple. But when Jesus, he speak, I cannot explain how I can deliver to you what I feel, because it is speaking to me about my sin, speaking to me about my greed, speaking to me about my losing patience, not respecting others, being rude, being not nice, being ugly, being filthy, being good, being bad. The Messiah, he's being merciful. Every story is a special story and never get old. It doesn't matter how many times you read it, it's always there for you. So I advise you all to do that. And you know, tell me what you think when you do it. We have Bidlo. Yesterday he said he accepted Jesus. I think you are from Indonesia, correct, Bidlo? As some people
no.
No? Oh, okay. Because some people say in the comment you are from Indonesia. Okay. Do you want to say anything to us?
Well, I need to add something. The topic here talking about the Iqra. If you see Surah Ar-Rahman,
all right,
the three verses. How do they explain about it?
Which verses?
Like Rahman,
and
Surah Ar-Rahman. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what verses you want?
Surah Ar-Rahman.
Yeah, but what verse? What verse in Surah Ar-Rahman? This is chapter 55. But what verses you want?
The first three verses.
Okay.
What do they say about it? Like Muhammad is not reading anything, and the angel asked him to read. He said, "I don't know how to read," but on that verse, Allah he learned or he teach how to read before he create a human being. That's what my understanding. I'm sorry.
Yeah, actually, you are right. The story doesn't make sense. But here there's a bigger problem.
CP, before you start, I want to leave now. Thanks for your.
All right. Actually, I'm almost done too. I need to go soon. But Bildo always he come at the end. Look like it. He knew where I'm leaving too. Anyway, I will answer him and we will leave too.
I'm looking for the truth and thank you.
Okay, thank you, brother. God bless you. So you see the word Ar-Rahman never exists in the Quran. So this is a new word Muhammad he learned from a guy. His name is Rahmanul Yamama. He sent him a letter He says, in the name of Ar-Rahman. Muhammad, he like it, so he answered him back. And then this is why the Arab, they says, oh, Muhammad, now he have a new God. His name is Ar-Rahman. And then Muhammad, he come with an answer in the Quran saying that I call him Rahman or other name, all names belong to Allah.
No. That's what I know. I am not mean. You know, Allah al-Quran.
No, I know what you mean. I'm going back. Just wait. You know.
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah. I'm going back, but just to show you where the word Rahman is coming from. So Muhammad almost he have delivered 50 chapter of the Quran, yet he never mentioned the word Rahman. Never. Suddenly the word Rahman appear. So the Arab said, where Rahman is coming from? He is worshiping a new God. He added a new name to Allah. So if Muhammad was sent by Allah, how come he never mentioned, Allah never mentioned to him this name? He mentioned it only when he learned from this guy, his name is Rahman al-Yamama, who he claimed to be a prophet too. So when they questioned him about being a thief, he said, you know what? So what? If I call him Rahman or I call him Allah, doesn't matter. All best names belong to Allah. Now we go back to your question. Here the story is stupid. Why? Because Allah, when it says Ar-Rahman, he taught the Quran. He taught the Quran to whom? If it's to Muhammad, that's stupid, because according to Muslims it was Jibreel who came with the Quran. If they say Allah taught the Quran to Jibreel, that's stupid, because according to Muslims the Quran is in the tablet, and the angel, he go to the tablet. He did not learn anything. He just read from there and he come back to Muhammad. If they say that Allah, he taught the tablet, that is a stupid story, because Allah, he command the pen to write, and the pen, he just write. He taught him nothing. This is a pen. It's not a living creature. So the word allama, which means taught, is stupid. Then he jumped to khalaq al-insan. He created the human. What is the connection between this and this? And then he says he taught him a clear expression. The God of Islam claiming that he is the one who created the Arabic language. That is a stupid story. Was Muhammad clear in his expression? No. Was the Quran even clear? No. So what this is this is false.
Oh.
If the Quran is clear, then we do not need any interpretation. And then suddenly he jumped, and the sun and the moon by calculation. What does have to do with this? Nothing. What about the stars and the, Muhammad is trying to make, you notice all the word end with the letter A-N. Rahman, Quran, Insan, Al-Bayan. So he is choosing just word. It make no sense. It's just to make a rap. Husban, and by the way, I can do that by adding an to any Arabic word. You can add it to anything. Anything. So it's just a stupid chapter, have no meaning. It doesn't mean anything. Like Allah created the sky, and then he says, don't transgress with the balance. What does have to do with this? What this verse have to do with this verse? And what this verse? And then he jumped to the earth. And then in the earth there's a fruit and palm dates. What is that? And what is this? So, and then if you type this sentence here, you will see how many times Muhammad repeat the same sentence. Look at this. Because he didn't know what to say. The same exact sentence. Am I heard, guys? Did I lose my... You hear me, guys, in Discord? Okay, let's see.
Teach.
All right. Am I heard now?
Yeah.
Well,
right.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So, because people in Discord, they lost my voice. So
yes,
here in the Arabic language, when somebody have nothing to say, he start repeating. Actually, if you do that and when you make poetry, people will laugh at you, because you should not repeat a sentence twice. The same sentence, word by word. This is a big weakness in Arabic. So Muhammad obviously have nothing to say. Look at this. What is this? Look at this verse. O people of a human being and jinn, can you penetrate beyond the heaven and the earth? Try. If you do, I will shoot you. You cannot do that without my authorization. And then we have the American, the communist, everybody is going now out of the space. But Allah, He make it clear, nobody can do that. So the chapter you are reading is very stupid, make no sense. For Allah taught nothing, Allah create nothing. Same time, there's no connection, and there's no way God will make such a funny, silly rap. Like, and the green in the blade, the frequent plants. Okay, what is this? And the fruit and the date and palm culture. What is this? And the earth and the creatures. Okay, and then he go to the scale. What does have to do with this? No connection. It is a person trying to put things together. Is trying to copy the Arab. The Arab, they are very strong in the language. There is something called al-mu'allaqat. Al-mu'allaqat is one of the most powerful poetry ever written in the history of the Arab. That is a poetry. That is a poetry. Not this is stupid Quran. They say to you the Quran is a miracle. Go and check al-mu'allaqat al-saba, which means the 7. They called it mu'allaqat because it is the thing they hanged on the Kaaba. So the most powerful Arab who wrote poetry, they are Christians. And they are the one who wrote the mu'allaqat. And nobody can write like it. And they never repeat one sentence twice. Even though each poetry is like thousands of lines. Imagine you write a book, all of it is poetry. And when we say poetry, it's not like this, English silly poetry. You cannot compare. You cannot really even compare. It is so powerful language. They wrote those, and the Arab themselves, they are astonished about their ability. So, one is written by Imru al-Qais, which Muhammad, he stole from it a lot of verses. He added to the Quran. Turfa ibn al-Abd, al-Harith ibn Hilza, Zuhair ibn Abi Sulma, etc. Umar ibn Kalthum, all of those. Antar ibn Shaddad. Antara is a Christian person. And he is the hero of the Arab in the history. He is a son of a slave. He is a Christian, and the Arab, they make a lot of stories about him. However, he make poetry speaking about his heroism and how amazing he is. But we cannot compare any Arabic poetry to the stupid Quran, because the Quran is a failure, is not a poetry, is not even sajah. If you go in Arabic, in the Hadith, and I search for the word sajah, Muhammad was amazed by the act of sajah. Sajah is making, like somebody speak to you, but you don't answer normally. You answer by rap. But this is a very nice, not like the Quran. So Muhammad, he heard those. This was very popular between the Arab. So always they respond by sajah. This is why Muhammad, he called it, here in the translation, this man is one of the brother of soothsayers. Why they call him brothers? Because this is a group of people, very well known. Like one of them, his name is Sutayh. He is the best in sajah. And then Muhammad, he forbid the Arab from practicing sajah, because the Quran is written in the sajah way, and it is so horrible. So he don't want anyone to compete with him. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. And there is I don't know if we can find about Sutayh. Let us see if I can find about Sutayh, which is maybe not here. Let us see. Sutayh. Maybe not. Yeah. Sutayh is a very famous man who used to sit all day long. He was big, like heavy duty, overweighted man. But this guy, he don't speak normally. You talk to him anything, he give you the answer as rap, but it is very strong language, not like the stupid Quran. So Muhammad, obviously, he was under the influence of the Sajjah, and that's why the Quran is written in such a way, but it is in a very broken language. And Muhammad, obviously, he witnessed them, he saw them, he heard them, he tried to learn from them, and we find all those hadiths speaking about that. You know, as you see here, those are the Savior, the one who speak in a certain language. In fact, Muhammad, when he could not make eloquent language, he claimed that the one who make eloquent language is shaitan only. How we can prove that? If you go in the Quran, you will see it says Zukhruful Kalam. Zukhruful Kalam, an eloquent language. So the one who make eloquent language, which means powerful, very strong, is shaitan, not a human, not God. Is shaitan. Zukhruful Kalam. So Muhammad here, he admit, he's accusing them that those are, the shaitan is inspiring them. Actually, the Arab, they claim that the one who is so good in poetry, he have the Satan of poet with him. Because they could not explain how good he is in poetry. Shaitan al-Shar. So Muhammad, he wanted to prove that they are not really powerful. Those are the shaitan with them. So he said that the one who come to you with eloquent language is only those who they are sponsored by shaitan. So Muhammad now, he stripped himself from the claim of eloquent language because he don't have it. He don't have the skills. He don't have the knowledge. And now shaitan is the one who use eloquent language to deceive people. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
see, here it says, inspiring one another with adorned speech. So who is the one who make adorned speech? Amazing speech? Shaitan. This is not a human. God don't do that. So Muhammad, he could not do the same as they do. It is shaitan he do that. All right?
Yeah.
All right, my friend. We have a cross. I will give you, my friend, 2 minutes to say what you want to say to me because I have to go soon. Go ahead, the cross.
One.
Sorry, guys.
Hi, can you hear me?
Don't put anyone more in the stage because I'm leaving soon. Go ahead, the cross.
Hi, can you hear me?
I hear you. Go ahead.
I have something to say.
Go ahead.
Mohammed Hijab is a liar.
Come on, guys, I don't want to be anyone here to speak like a kid. Muhammad Hijab is a liar, and you want to sing it. So what does that have to do with us? Grow up, you know. You want to do what Muslims do, and this is not a kids platform. We are speaking about knowledge. We are sharing knowledge. We are not a bunch of kids. All right. So either you have something you want to say, or you don't come here. All right.
Thank you for your service, Shafi. God bless you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right. Guys, don't forget to leave your comment, if you don't mind, because your comment can bring more viewers. And as you see, me, myself, I get no benefit from how many viewers. Like, do we have commercial? No. Do we receive a chat donation? No. All what we do is just to serve and to teach. We want more people to learn, and then those who learn, they teach, and then the knowledge will spread. And then God is willing, tomorrow we will have people who knows more than Christian Prince, smarter, more knowledgeable, have a better ability to teach, you know. So we are here to serve. So let us share together, you know, make a comment, share the link. We need more people to see. Like the guy who came here, he converted to Islam at the age of 16 years. He's a victim of whom? He's a victim of a community who did not help him. If his parents knew, if their parents told him, if his neighbor, if his friend, they told him this is a stupid cult, he will never convert. So you never know. Your kids go to school, they meet with Muslims, they lie to them, they fool them. You might be the coming victim even though you might think, oh, this will never happen to me. Your wife, she go to work, somebody fooled her. They knew how to hunt the naive ones. So the Bible speaks clearly saying that the enemy is the ignorance. My people have been destroyed because of their ignorance, not because they knew. This is what can destroy you. Always your enemy is your ignorance, is not your knowledge. If we knew, we will not be destroyed. So share the knowledge. It's given to you for free, so share it for free. And before I go, I saw today somebody making a video, copying my videos, and in there, maybe I can find his channel. He said 50% of the donation to this channel will go to Christian Prince. Just to let you know, anyone who says such a thing, he is doing a scam. I did not. I don't know who is this guy, and they can say whatever they want, but I go live, I go off. I don't know them, so don't make people fool you using my name to collect donation. And I'm asking you even to make donation for me. But those people who make such a statement, obviously they are doing a scam. So be careful. Don't let people fool you. If he wanna collect donation in his name, no problem. But if somebody wanna use my name, he's scamming you. 50% to Christian Prince. What does that mean? So be careful, just to warn you, because I don't want people to use my name to fool you and to scam you. As you see, we go live, we go off, we don't even say a word about donation. So be careful, don't be a dummy, you know. It might be even a Muslim, who knows, you know. We don't know. A Muslim making money from my videos, you never know. So be careful and don't let people fool you, just as a warning. All right, thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you and keep you safe. And until we see you tomorrow, I hope, because we will have the Muslim versus Shia debate, as we told the Shia. So join us. It's going to be exciting. A lot of Muslim Sunni will join, a lot of Shia will join, and then we will have a good debate between the two party, and they will expose a lot of laundry of Muhammad. God is good, so is Jesus. Amen to that. And see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.